Welcome to a brand new episode of Trophy Husband Podcast. I am Matthew Cruz, and I'm with your boy, Side 2. How are we living today?
Man, we're relaxed for today, bro. Ain't too bad, man. Out here trying to prepare for the aftermath of that hurricane, really. We getting the backside of what y'all had.
Oh, yeah. That shit already hit us. I mean, thank God we didn't get hit.
Yeah, for real,
too
man.
Bad.
Shit was tough.
It was just a lot of rain and wind on our side of it. But freaking Fort Myers, Naples, even downtown Orlando, that shit got hit heavy. I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, it's
crazy
tough out there, man.
Yeah. But, hopefully everybody's doing all right, you know. Everybody's taking man. Shit bugged the fuck out, man.
Yeah, man. But other than that, man, no, it's not really much. Getting over the little cold I had, you know what I'm saying? Got it to get us together. I got a football game to go to on Sunday. But other than that,
you drink those electrolytes, man. You drink those electrolytes.
Trying to survive out here, boy.
Shit. Well, this episode we're gonna talk to you guys about how we met our wives.
Ooh, how I met your mother.
Yeah. Third. Yeah. How it was during the pregnancies and shit, and just the aftermath of all that. How it is to be a pops.
Yeah, man.
You know? So, but before we do that, weekly update. Wow, how's your week been going so far?
It's been all right. And fucking, what was it? Last week when my oldest ended up getting sick and bringing it back to the house. She got sick from school and brought it back to the house. Then everybody got sick, man. So we're just now getting over all that. Everybody's starting to feel a little better. Shoot, man. Of course, me being who I am, I'm over here holding it down the whole time. And then the last day, I'm the one that gets it the worst. Like, in the last day. So everybody else feeling good. I'm over here dying. But we all bouncing back from that. But for the most part, that's really about it. Like I said, man, just really getting ready for this rain that we're about to get. Remember, I'm on the west coast of South Carolina, so it's not really that big of a deal. You know, it should dissipate. It's not gonna be that bad, but we're gonna get a lot of water. But I don't have to worry about the lake or anything like that. I'm pretty elevated off that, so I don't have to worry about flooding or nothing. It's been chill. It ain't been a bad week. What about you though?
Well, shit, we just had the hurricane come through. So I didn't have class on Wednesday, but when I don't have class, that means the kids don't have class. They've been home since Wednesday. I need to be Monday.
Need to get them back to school, bro.
Yes, sir. I need them to get back to school. Like, for real. No. But besides that, I haven't been really doing much like that. Just homework.
Yeah.
Chilling. No. Yeah. Finally won. Fucking week of fantasy football. Finally won one. Whooped that motherfucker's ass by like 30. I was happy. Yeah, so but besides that, freaking Hugh Jackman coming back to play Wolverine for Deadpool 3. I'm excited for that.
Everyone I saw that, bro.
That's big news.
I had to share that. That was pretty crazy, man. Like, that's big news. That's kind of the last thing I expected was that they would have made that work Logan. In MCU too. You know what I'm saying? This isn't like, Fox. This is MCU. And he said, I'll do it again. I think that's pretty sick.
They probably gave him money to come back. They'll probably give him back. I just really hope he actually puts on the costume.
The original, the yellow?
Yes.
Oh,
or even with the brown. Even with the brown.
That would be fire.
Like, if they want to kick it up a notch and give him his X-Force costume, it's silver and black with the red eyes. Like, I'm down with that too.
I think the yellow is going to come in. I think the yellow will come in.
I like the yellow and brown one more than the yellow, the blue and yellow.
I think you'll give him the classic, especially with Deadpool, with Ryan Reynolds, because Ryan Reynolds loved doing some weird stuff like that. Yeah. And I can see him at least, like, him just in it, maybe as a cameo in it, but I do see it coming out. I do see him wearing it. He probably end up wearing, like, probably that brown thing would be more.
It's more suitable for him. That blue and yellow is like more of a, like, cartoonish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That yellow and brown uniform, that shit fire.
Very pretty.
I'm excited for that. And then what's coming up next? I mean, Black Adam. I'm really excited about that because it's like it literally just looks like The Rock with fucking a suit on. It
It
don't
is.
change his voice. I
Nope.
mean, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's The Rock. I get it. But it's like doesn't change the voice. It's basically just The Rock
I mean,
himself.
it looks good so far, like visually and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It
I
looks like it's
mean,
gonna
but
look good at least.
yeah, but
So
I'm just tired. Like, mind you, I'm a big wrestling fan, and Rock was my favorite wrestler of all time. You know, but like growing up, but like you know, as an adult now, greatest of all time for me is Ric Flair. But besides that,
he's
freaking, it's just I'm really getting sick and tired of the Rock's movies
he's
because
bankable,
there's so.
bro.
I understand that he's bankable, but it's just the fact that it's like there's no type of realism in his fucking movies no more. It's just like, oh, I'm a paraplegic. Let me jump off the skyscraper real quick on one leg.
I
Where are we doing that at?
mean, yeah, he
Let me just
pulling
stop a whole
helicopters down
helicopter.
and shit. Man,
Exactly, by himself.
you know what I
Like, come
mean?
on,
I
man.
mean, but
Plus,
I mean, I get it. But he's bankable, bro. He's likable. People like him, obviously.
I mean, I like him. He's a cool dude.
You
I
know what I'm
mean, it's
saying?
just the fact that like Black Adam got hair. At least put some hair on his ass. Like, come
Nah,
on.
bro, straight balled it out, bro.
I'm like,
Just
damn, bro. The fuck?
he don't care about none of
It's
that.
just annoying as hell.
So, nah, it's
And
I don't know. I guess that's gonna be all right. I mean, that's really the only
um,
thing I've seen that's coming out that I kind of want to see. Other than that,
Wakanda forever. Wakanda
coming out in
forever.
November,
That's in
bro.
November. Yeah, but
I got
still.
time for that. But you know I'm
Yeah.
gonna be there for that.
Oh yeah.
Think
Probably be
about it,
there
I
three,
live in
four
the
times.
town. I live in the town he from.
That is true.
They got a memorial downtown. I've been to that a couple times already. But
That's what's up. That's what's up.
he I know it's gonna be crazy when that come out. Here, oh my goodness gracious. So like
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. You're
because
gonna have to drive to
yeah.
Charlotte to go watch that shit. Watch.
Oh, it's gonna be tough for me to try to go watch that to be honest.
Yeah.
So but now
The
we
tickets
gonna be
haven't been
doing
out yet, right? Tickets haven't come out yet.
what's up?
Better get on.
No,
Tickets haven't came out.
no,
Yeah,
they
the
haven't
minute
come
they
out
come out,
just
you
yet.
better be on that shit ASAP.
Yeah. So no,
Yeah.
it's been pretty cool. You lucky you
And
had a good fantasy week, bro. 1-3. I got
hey,
stomped out this week. Dog, I put up 65 points in one of my leagues with a defensive player. So this is an extra player, and I put up 65 points, bro.
damn, how the fuck?
Terrible, terrible. And you know, it's like I was even telling my wife about it. Like this may be the year, dog, that I just don't do good. I'm usually good every year. This is a down year for me this year, I think, and I'm just gonna have to
Yeah.
take that L. There is one league that I'm doing pretty good. I'm 3-0, but the rest of them I'm like either 1-2 or 2-1. So, and then I don't know if you saw the game yesterday. We're recording a little late for y'all, by the way, but yesterday I don't know if you saw the Thursday night game. It was that game was crazy. The Tua
Oh yeah,
thing
yeah, that's one thing. Yeah.
and then
Yo, Miami need something need to happen in Miami, man. Fuck
yo,
Miami.
whatever the investigation come back on that, it ain't gonna be
Yeah,
good for
fuck
Miami. I'll
that,
tell you that
bro.
right now.
Yeah, that's not that shit wasn't cool at all.
Yeah.
Like
But
the man just got whiplashed on Sunday, and you don't have him play
on Thursday.
on Thursday. Like, what
On
kind
the
of shit is
road.
that?
What are you talking about?
That makes
Y'all
no damn
crazy.
sense at all.
Yeah. So,
But
but
yeah,
now I was
man.
watching that game and I'm over here watching it. I'm getting into it, right? And I'm over here looking, I'm like, it's fourth quarter. I'm looking at my players because I had Tyreek,
Jamar
I
Chase.
had Jamar Chase, and I had Joe Mixon. Joe
Yeah.
Mixon, he couldn't run the ball to save his life. They were the O line was pushing him to get yards. I think he averaged like 2.5 yards a carry. Like he ran the ball 26 times and only had 67 yards. So he was struggling. And then uh they was at the goal line and they just kept running to him. Like three rushes at the 1 yard line, didn't get it.
And they couldn't get it.
So he still gave me 17 points. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple of
I mean,
receptions and stuff. It wasn't bad.
I went against T Higgins
Oh my god.
and McPherson this week. So that motherfucker got like 35
Oh,
just off of them too
yo,
alone. I'm
what's
like,
crazy is that
golly,
I had
man.
Tyreek and he had points too, but I was like, dog, I couldn't go up against T Higgins. And you know how mad I'm got when I'm
No,
looking at
I'm
T
going against
Higgins that
T.
I could have got in the third and fourth round, and I had Jamar Chase who had 4 targets. Come on, man. I should have just waited. I should have took not Jay Jettis. I don't think anybody was actually available. Saquon could took Saquon.
Yeah, Saquon's like number one, I think. right now, running back
So,
wise.
and then you got T. Higgins out there balling out like that. So, but it is what it is. Like, I mean, Tyreek still gave me, I think, like 20 points or something like that. So I can't really complain. But when you're
Shit,
going
I
up
can.
against T. Higgins,
I thought I was gonna have a good week. I'm like, oh, T guys ain't finna do shit. And then goes for 59 bomb, ends up with like 25. I'm like, what in the blue fuck is going
I
on?
think he had like 10, 11 catches. Like insane.
That's bullshit.
So, and then, so it is what it is, though. I mean, we'll see how Sunday turns out. Sunday gonna be pretty lit because I'm gonna be at Atlanta game, so I'm gonna be watching your boy Cordero, see if he can get some yards out there. I
Yo, for I need
got,
him to go off this week
and
against
then who do I
Cleveland.
have? I thought I had somebody from the Browns that I'm starting. Njoku, I think. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna see how that turned out. See if I Njoku get some points. Then of course all my family they Browns fans, so we're gonna be out there. I got the shirt. I ain't even show you this yet. I got the shirt. Hold up. Chubb hub. I was gonna get the other Chubb hub. You know which one I'm talking about. But you know, I ain't want my
Yeah,
mom
keep
to
PG.
be
Yeah, keep
judging me. You know what
PG.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
keep
about?
yeah,
So I got the
PG.
Grub hub Chubb hub shirt. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want my mom to get mad at me, so that's what I got. So, but it should be pretty cool. Hopefully, it'll be really cool because that Atlanta stadium, I can't wait to go to. And it looks beautiful. Can't wait to go. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it, bro.
So we're gonna get to our first topic. How did you meet your wife? How did you? Yeah,
Listen,
how'd that get? How did
listen,
we end up
listen. All right, so
8 years? Well,
this how
you
we gonna do.
7, we
Yeah.
8. Yeah,
So this how we gonna put it out here. Disclaimer. I don't know. I don't know if how Maria feel about it. Me explaining how we met, but I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna put it out there for the people. Most people know. Most people know. But so I did my first tour, in California, and I moved to North Carolina.
that's four
And
years.
four
First towards
years,
4 years.
4 years, corporal, looking at sergeant, young double dog, trying to move forward in my career. Went to Cherry Point. That was dumb, but so but got to Cherry Point, and it was boring. Like I was so bored. I had nothing going on. I just didn't. I wasn't used to that stark
Slow
contrast
pace.
from Southern California to middle of North Carolina. And
Right.
so I was on the dating apps, bro. We was on the dating apps. I matched up with her. I think it was POF. I think that's what it was back then. Plenty of fish. And I remember we matched on that. We talked for a little bit. And then next thing you know, she like ghosted me for like a couple weeks. And I thought, I was like, all right, it is what it is. Move on. And then, but I was waiting on a return, return text. But apparently, what happened is she ended up getting like pneumonia or something, like really bad, sick, and like she was like her family had to come get her and stuff like that, and they were like watching over her because she was like down bad, sick for that whole time, and I just thought she ghosted me, but apparently she got really sick, so I had to let it ride. And then next thing you know, probably like a couple weeks after that, so probably about a month passed. I think I talked to her around like February, and then now this is late March, and she writes me back talking about, can we go to the movies today? Mind you, I am in damn near Raleigh, North Carolina, so I'm like 2.5 hours out with my boy shooting shit in the woods because we just out here shooting shit because he had mad land. And she texted me that, and I was like, "Hey, what do I do?" Because remember, I'm waiting on this text, and I was like, "All right, yeah, I can do it. I'm at the gym right now. Give me a little bit of time to shower and all that other shit, and we can go." I think this is probably around like 3, and she said the movie was at like 6. Bruh, I immediately get in my car, hightail it all the way back over to base. I'm cleaning my car as I'm driving. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get everything out. I ain't even have a chance to shower or nothing, bro. I just changed like with the clothes I had in my car. And like, because
Jesus.
I mean, most dudes, I got clothes in the car. So
Yeah.
I changed. I throw a bunch of trash out like at a dumpster up the street from her house to clean out my car. Open up one of those little trees, the black ice, because I was a fuck boy back
Yo,
then.
that's my shit still to this day. I don't give a fuck. That shit smell good.
And yeah, picked her up on a date. and picked her up on that date. Went on a date. It was cool. She was chill. It was no weird stuff or nothing like that. And
Mm.
what I think I hit her up that night. She hit me up the next day. She was going through TRS. She was on her way out of the military, and that was it. That kind of got it cracking like that. And I was waiting around for that phone call for a while, and just so happened when I got the phone call, we started dating. I remember I like stayed the night over at her spot one time. We were watching movies and shit. She passed out on me, just passed out. I was like, "You asked me to come over here." She slumped, and I remember I spent the night there. Never left. Never left. I went to work and I came back and never left. I've been with her ever since. Yeah, POF, man. Dating apps. It was kind of crazy, but it worked out. I guess it works out.
Shit. Shit. The way I met my wife. So real funny. 2014 was my prime peak year. I call that 2014. I call that like my Jordan year.
He
That's
said
like
it's
my
my prime year.
like my no, it's like my peak fuckboy year. Like peak fuckboy year. Right. So I had a clique when I was in, right? It was
Mm.
me and a couple of other dudes. One of my like and my roommate at the time, he was admin.
Yeah.
So you know how it work, you know how it goes. Every time you get a new check-in, you gotta check in the admin. All of a sudden, I'm at work, I get a phone call. Yo, cool. You're gonna be a nice Puerto Rican coming to your section. I was like,
Got this new thing in here,
yeah,
boy.
I was like, oh, word. And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, all right, bet, say less. So I didn't even see her. And it's just funny because like my wife's story, how we first met is completely different to like my
Oh
story.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, so um go back to the barracks because it's Thursday. Thursday, field day. You have to clean up and shit like that. All I see, and I shit you not, I see a whole working party of like six fucking Marines just carrying her shit to her room. That's how much shit she had. I swear. Yes,
Damn.
because she was just checking in, so she was just moving in, stuff like that. And then we're all outside waiting, like in formation, waiting to get released to clean up the common areas.
Yeah.
And she was in her dress uniform, so she comes down in her camis. And at the time, I had a big sis. That is, I call her like that's my big
Oh,
sis. Like she
okay,
was a
yeah.
homie. She was a homie. She was a homie, right? But she was in charge of like the formation. So here comes my wife coming down, and she's in camis with pearl earrings, and that's a big no no. So and like my big sis, like she was like a real advocate on like can't standing female Marines, like giving us a bad name because you know how the
Yeah,
stigma
yeah, yeah.
about
It's tough.
females on the Marine Corps is tough. So she's over here getting at my wife, and I'm telling captains, trying to save somebody. I'm like, yo, chill out,
He
like,
said Superman S on my chest. Let me come out here and help you,
yeah,
man.
yeah. I was like, yo, hold on. I'm like, yo, she just checked in. She just like she was in her just uniform. Like, yo,
Oh
just
my
give her a break.
god.
Like, just chill out. She's like, nah, fuck that. And I'm like, yo, like for me, just
For
chill the
me,
fuck
take it
out.
down, take it down.
Yeah, take it down. So all that long ball, I go back upstairs to my room, and I'm talking to my roommate at this time. So he's like, "Oh, you saw her?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, you finna do something?" I'm like, "No, I'm gonna probably go like see what's up with her."
Yeah.
So I literally because my room was at the end of the hall, hers was in the middle. So I'm walking, knock on the door, say what's up, introduce myself, and typical brand new freaking check-in. She's like, just like, oh, where's the PX? I need to clean this. I need to get that. La, 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 la. Where's the PX? Like, where's the store? La, 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 la. I'm like, yo, calm down. All right. Just
My man
get
trying to
civilian.
talk to you, bro. Trying to talk to you.
Yeah. I was like, yo, chill out. Get into civilian clothes. And then I'll take you to the PX. Right. When I told her that, she thought that I was gonna drive her to the PX. I didn't have a car. That shit was walking distance.
Right here, nigga. I know where the PX was. We walked there.
Yeah,
Right there.
It's right there. We gonna walk.
Yeah.
Okay. But lo and behold, her freaking her NCOs, her corporals and shit, they cock blocked them. And then she closed the door.
Of course. That's what you're supposed to do.
Nah, so
that is
like,
what you're supposed to do.
She closed the door and they're like, "Oh, yo, Cruz, you better get the fuck away from that." And I was like, "The fuck y'all talking about?"
What you
like,
mean?
Oh, you and like, "Oh, you're not getting that." I'm like, "Yo, first of all, mind your fucking business, right? That's one. Two, shut
you don't
the
know
fuck
me.
up." like they're like, "Yo, that's an order." Like I'm like, "Yo, fuck you," all right? And I'm like, "Yo, suck it," like that ass. And then like my NCO, my corporal, he ended up switching jobs, lap moving into her MOS.
Oh shoot, I didn't know
So
that.
yeah, so he was like, "Yo, like back off." I'm like, "Yo, are you fucking serious?" At the time,
Change up.
again, I'm telling you, this is a full disclaimer. 2014 was my real fuckboy year. Okay, I bullshit you not. I had a girlfriend back in Jersey. I was with for like 2 years, and I'm doing stupid shit in North Carolina. So he's like, he's like, "Oh, yo, I'll call her and let her know." I'm like, "I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck y'all."
Oh
And
my god.
they straight up cop block. I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna see her regardless. Right. So I was like, all right, whatever.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna see her again. So, long story short, fucking, I didn't end up taking her to the PX. Somebody else. And then I ended up going on vacation to go to Marcus's high school graduation.
Okay.
So she didn't see me for like a good 2 weeks. Right. So she's like, oh, like this dude came, fairly good looking. And then all of a sudden he's gone. Yeah, fairly. I ain't gonna brag. I know I'm not that great. But anyways, she was like, "Oh, he comes and then he leaves." Like the fuck. I was like, "Oh shit." And then I'm telling my roommate, I was like, "Yo, don't worry about it. When I come back, I'll fucking I'll do that shit. I'll bounce back. Don't worry about it." Right? I like he calls me on FaceTime while I'm in Jersey for my brother's graduation. All of a sudden I see one of my other boys laying on his bed with some chick, like, playing with his hair. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And he was like, oh, don't worry about it, cuz, don't worry about it. And then, we'll tell you when you get back. So I get back. Again, I told you, I'm on my fuckboy shit. I'm fucking this bitch, and then this other bitch comes, and I'm doing my shit with that one. And then she ends up finally coming to my room. I'm like, oh, what's up? And she's like, oh, where the fuck you been? I'm like, oh, I've been on leave. This time third. And they tell me that something had happened with her and one of the friends. So I was like, okay. So I did it right there. I was like, all right, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna.
He said, yeah. Cut it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. And I'm not gonna what is it? Pursue.
Yeah.
Pursue that anymore. I'm good, right? But what I'm being told the whole entire time is that when I was gone and this dude was making his move, he was being told in front of her, "Oh, if Cruz is here, this will not be happening."
What?
Yes. They were like, "Oh, Cruz, what? Lock that shit up real quick."
Oh my god!
Like they dogging him because they're like, "Yo,
wow.
you wouldn't be getting off.
You know better.
Better. You would not be getting this shit off right now if if Cruz is here." So at the beginning of it, I just thought of it like it was a friendship. I just wanted a friendship because she reminded me of home in a sense. Like, she Puerto Rican.
She from up north and shit, Puerto Rican?
Yeah, she from Connecticut, but it's not the same, but similar. So, and on top of that, she's Puerto Rican. She comes from a big family. Same here. Motherfuckers I was chilling with were straight country. Like from the South. From the South. Yeah. So it was like a change of pace in a sense.
Yeah.
Right? My boys end up going on leave, and it's just me and her in my room, and we're just watching movies. She's never seen Scarface, so you know how to put out Scarface. And we're just talking and just chilling and stuff and just getting to know each other. From the beginning, again, it was just platonic. I just wanted to be a friend. But then the more and more I got to know her, the more and more I was like, yo, like, I want to be with her. I don't care about what happened. So when I tell her this, she goes, oh, if you want to be with me, you got to drop all your hoes. I was like, damn.
Cut that. You got to nip that in the book right now.
Like, you need to cut that shit right off. Like, you need to cut all that shit. I was like,
she like, what? What?
I was like, I don't got no hopes. He's like, and what's mad funny is because like again, 2014, I was real stupid and I was bragging about it and I was showing her shit like a dumbass because at the end, because again, it was just platonic. It
Well,
wasn't
yeah,
like,
yeah. You thought it was just a homie
yeah,
at first.
yeah,
This man
exactly. So
bragging
she's
and
like,
shit.
yeah. So she was like, I seen this shit. Like, you showed me. Don't be fucking like. She's like, look, these are my conditions. You want to be with me? You need to drop those bitches. I was like, all right, bet. So I ended up dropping them. And then, long story short, I ended up getting with her.
Yeah,
A lot of bullshit pop off during the relationship, like at the beginning, like the first few months. Yes,
yeah,
a
it's always
lot,
like that.
and we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, man, it's crazy to think
Nah,
about it
man,
because
you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I did the same thing. Like I was on a dating sites. You know what I'm saying? I was out here talking shit. I had a gym crush that I was like going to the gym, and we were working out together, and we were flirting like hardcore. And I was doing that like almost at around the same time. And then I had another chick that I was supposed to go see. Matter of fact, like I think the weekend after me and Maria went on the date, I was supposed to go to Tennessee to go see this chick, and I just canceled it all. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay here, see how this go. And I think I felt the same way with her. Like it felt like something like from the South. Like she was from the South, from South Carolina, so it was like she was country. Like I like that, and it was kind of something I was just into. So I was like, all right, we'll try to make this work. See how it go. And yeah, it's you gotta do what you gotta do. Nah, I mean, I feel you, bro. I was on the fuckboy shit for a minute. For a
oh no,
minute.
I was bad. I was
Oh
real bad.
man. And
I
then
was real bad with my shit.
it's always funny to go down like that. Like, you doing that, you doing your thing, you in the whole phase for a while, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, I ain't proud of it at
you
this
know what I'm
point. I ain't
saying?
proud of it,
Hey, I
but
met
like, damn,
somebody and I had to stop. I had to stop that
yeah,
right there.
yeah, I had to stop.
So, but
I was
nah, I
going
feel
down a
you.
downward spiral, bro. I was going through a downward spiral, living paycheck to paycheck, getting blacked out drunk every weekend. You know, what's crazy is that like I was going through all that shit, and low key, I didn't want to continue. I wanted to stop, but it just felt weird to just be like, oh no, I'm not going. When everybody in my like, because it's like my room was the chill spot after work.
Yeah.
People would come to the
Everybody was
to the room because we had two 55-inch TVs on each side. I had the Xbox, he had the PlayStation. Everybody coming through getting their ass whooping either Madden or 2K. Hey, how you want it and where you want it. You want an Xbox? Get your ass whoop here. Go to him, get your ass whoop over there. And then on top of that, I mean, like I said, I like to take care of people and I like to cook. So I had a hot plate, a griddle, a deep fryer, a
oh my
rice
god,
a
dude.
rice cooker and pots and pans in my wall, like in my wall locker. So I have all that shit locked up. So literally after work, I'm over here just cooking up rice and beans, chicken, boom, boom, boom. Making empanadas, boom, breakfast. So like literally, you get a plate, get your ass whooped, and then pounce. Yeah,
Oh,
that's how it was. So it's like my room was like the chill spot. So everybody be in my room, and it's like I had no escape. So I was stuck because my room became the chill spot.
well, I did the same thing.
So
I had nothing
when I,
else. I
but
was
the
with
minute I
my
got with
boys,
her,
and then
yeah, the minute I got with her, I was in her room majority of the time.
yep,
I was like, man,
I
fuck
got
this.
out of the barracks. I left the barracks, went over to her place, and once I got out of the barracks, I wasn't getting hit with. You remember we worked weird shifts and stuff, but we were getting off at like 12, and dudes was immediately coming to the room. Yo, we about to go to the bar. I'm like, bruh, like we just got off. I'm like, nah, bro, nah, we gotta go. Cause we were working 12-hour shifts and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
that's all they wanted to do. That's all we were doing. Or we were just drinking in the bricks. I
yeah,
remember
that's what they were doing too, and I didn't want
I
to drink
remember,
anymore.
man, Valentine's Day. I'll never forget it too. Because this around time I was just starting to talk to Maria, and then she ghosted because she got sick. I thought she just ghosted your boy because of Valentine's Day. So
Yeah,
me and like six other guys, bro, we literally went to the PX and bought like huge bottles of fucking wine, and it was like pink rose type shit. just something. It did just downed him on Valentine's Day. Just got
Jesus.
fucked up on Valentine's Day. Ordered freaking heart shaped pizzas and shit. our lonely asses in the barracks and shit. But nah, man, you got yeah. I ain't had nothing else at the time. Like it was nobody else really that was catching interest to make me want to do anything different. And then of course met her, and I was like, I guess it's kind of cool. It's kind
Yeah.
of cool. And
Yeah,
yeah,
Myra woke my ass up. She saw what I was doing. She's like, bro, the fuck you doing? And I was like,
I
this is
don't know.
what I do. This is my clique, this is my crew, and this is what I do on the weekends. And she's like, nah, we not like she's like, we're not going out every fucking week. Like she's like, oh, let me see your financials. And she's like, nah, nah, we're
I
not
want to talk
doing
about
this.
that.
And then she's like, yo, we just chill. We don't gotta do nothing. So literally, majority of the time, like first month and a half, it was literally stay sleeping, get up, watch movies, eat, and then go back to sleep. Like that's what our weekends consisted of, like the
Cupcake
first
phase.
couple of months. Yeah, so we was just chilling. Because again, she was going through bullshit at her job. I was going through bullshit with mine. So it was like we both could lean on each other because we were going through bullshit together.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty cool in a sense. I mean, it was crazy. It was like clockwork. Every Sunday, it didn't matter what, like we would be good, but every Sunday we beefing, like dead ass. We beefing, like we in an argument, we fighting and shit. Right? She throwing my shit out the room, and I'm like, all right. And the thing is, you know, regular people will look at that as red flags.
He
Me, I
said
just thought,
regular people.
yeah, I just thought of it as a typical fucking day in my house. My mom was throwing my shit around all the time.
He said it's
But
normal to me. I thought this
but
was
it is bugged out too. It is bugged out because when I did want to get with her, she dead ass told me, she goes, you don't want to get with me. I'm fucking crazy. Those were her exact words that
she
came out her
told.
fucking mouth.
She told.
She told me. She gave me the disclaimer.
You
And you know
wanted
what
the
my dumb
crazy.
ass said? You know what my dumb ass said?
Mm.
It's okay. I can match it. Like an
Oh
ass.
man.
So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man.
But
I feel you though. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Really. Man. Yeah, man. I feel you on that, bro.
yeah, but the way we went about our relationship in the beginning was just so ass backwards. And I'm gonna explain why. All right. So we end up getting together in July. We end up getting a dog in like September, October. Yes. Mind you, we are still living in the barracks.
Yeah. Like how the hell did you get a
Yeah.
dog?
We because her thing was like, so I I didn't have a license at the time.
Mm.
She basically helped me get my license because she ended up getting a whip, and she was the one that was like letting me drive her car to practice. Because the way I learned how to drive was driving the forklift illegally. So we're just driving around, going to Moorhead, going to the beach, going to PetSmart because she wanted to see like the dogs and stuff like that. And lo and behold, there was a dog, and there's a picture. Like we have a picture and shit together with this damn dog. His name is Mars. Fuck that dog, straight up.
Oh my
Fuck that.
god.
Fuck that dog. But at that time, like mind you, I was only with her for 3 months, from July to like October. Yeah, 3 months. So I'm over here already like thinking like, yo, I want to be with her. Like I don't want to be with nobody else.
Yeah.
Like that's who I want to be with for the rest of my life, type of shit.
Yeah.
And the Marine Corps will do that to you because
Military.
yeah,
Military.
military will do that
That's
shit
how
to
we
you.
operate. It don't
Yeah,
take me
that's how we
long
operate.
to realize.
Yeah, what I want.
Yeah.
I like it. I want it. And I need to
I
get
need it.
it. That's it.
Oh
So
man.
so I'm over here getting the dog already in my mind, like thinking, oh, like yeah, I'm gonna propose to her. I want to get married to her, right? She don't know none of this shit. Okay, she
He
don't know
said she ain't
none
know
of this.
none of this shit.
She don't know none of this shit. So fuck yeah, and we end up getting the dog, and we end up like leaving the dog with my coworker's house because she had a house because she was married, and it was crazy because at that time we're over here like we're really like beefing and shit like that. Like we're arguing, nonstop. And then I remember because you know how on Cherry Point you have the inaugural like sports leagues for like different units where like they have
Yeah,
like
yeah,
flag
yeah. Yeah,
football,
yeah, I remember
soccer,
that. I
basketball.
remember that. Yeah.
So 2014 we did basketball, right? I was in charge of like bringing the rosters together, bringing the people, and like being like the coach and like backup point guard or some shit like that. So we go to a game, and me and her beefing because I'm trying to chill with my boys because my boys are like, "Yo, you get with her, and you basically forget
Ghosts.
us." Yeah, and it's like, nah, it's not like that. It's just I don't want to do this shit no more. I don't want to drink every fucking weekend. Like y'all sucking my damn account dry. Like, no, I'm not beefing. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck type of shit. So me and her are arguing, and then after the basketball game, I go to her room, and she's just like shook. Like she just looks like a ghost. And I'm like, what's going on? And I already thought like I was like in that year, I was on some like fuck you type of shit. Every time we argued, I was like deuces. I would literally walk out the room while she's in mid fucking sentence. And I'm like, yeah,
Mid.
fuck all this.
I'm
I
out of
don't
here.
need all
I'm
this.
out
And
of
I'll
here.
go to
I'm
my
out of
room
here.
and I'll go to my room. And then she will follow me to go to my room. And I'm like, what are you doing? Get the fuck out. Like, I don't want to hear it. Get out.
Oh my
But
god.
so I'm already like prepared to like, all right, it's gonna be an argument. And then in October, after that, she tells me that she's pregnant. And I was like, oh word.
He said, "Oh shit."
I was like, I was excited though, because I wanted a kid, but I didn't think it was gonna be that fast. I mean,
No
my
one
dumb
ever
ass is
does.
doing dumb. Yeah, my dumb ass is doing dumb shit. So yeah, it ended up happening like that. But I dead ass like I was pretty happy about it. She wasn't.
Of course.
Like she was scared. And the first thing I said was like, oh, it's gonna be a boy, and his name is Malachi. And I was like happy. Yeah. So just ass backwards because end up getting together. 3 months in the relationship. We get a dog. Nowhere to fucking put the dog. Get her pregnant. Then I proposed to her, and then we
Yeah.
get married in December, and
Yeah.
then that's when we get the dog, and then we get the house and get the dog back. So it's just bugged out the way I did shit.
Oh man. I mean,
Do I
dog,
do I regret it?
yeah.
No, not really.
I'm here now.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, dog, listen, we all do the same shit. Cause as you know, I got with my wife in March March of 15.
2015. Yeah.
15. Yeah. So this is when we're together. We're living together at this point. Like I'm not going back. And I remember like me being at Cheerpoint, like I was making extra money because we didn't work regular hours. We were getting extra money because we couldn't go to like the chow hall and stuff like that, the cafeteria to get food.
Oh, so you're getting comrades?
I was
Yeah.
getting comrades, so I could be able to pay for some stuff, and that's why I was like living with her at the time. She had a roommate. My roommate had a boyfriend, so all four of us up in there, and and we were doing our thing. Everything was cool, and then one day, uh, she just straight up was like, I think I might be pregnant." So she says she thinks, and my thing was, I knew when it happened that she was probably gonna be pregnant. I'm not dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? I knew it. When it happened, I was like, kind of close. And I just assumed that she might be pregnant. So when she told me, I was like, cool. Like I had nothing. I had no emotion. I was just like, all right, bet. Like, but the thing was, she didn't know if she wanted to be with me. We didn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? This was in May. So
Oh, so you did the same thing. You went about it the same way. Shit.
this is in May. And we both didn't know. And I remember I had to go to work that day, so I had to go to work that night because she told me at night. She was already crying and shit like that, but I had to go, so I was like, I had to go to work. And then I'll never forget it because she literally asked me, "Am I gonna come back?" And I didn't have an answer. Did not have a fucking answer at this time. So I went to work, did my whole thing. Then at the end of my shift, I called my dad and was like, "Hey, look, man, she's pregnant." And back then, me and my pops was not close at all. Like we were not talking. And this is probably the first time I talked to him in months. And I hit him up, and he literally was like, "What you want me to do about it?" And I was like, "I don't know what to do." And he literally said, "This is a choice you have to make on your own. Either you gonna stay with her or you gonna leave. You gotta be a man and make the decision." And hung up right then.
Damn.
I was sitting in my car outside of her place, and I sat in my car for 3 fucking hours because I had no idea what the fuck I was gonna do, and just sat there, kept thinking about it, kept thinking about it. Like, do I just say fuck it, bop out? Because she even said that she can go home, and also like her family would take her back and all that other stuff, and she'll be okay. And I got out of my car and went in the room, gave her a hug, went to sleep. And I didn't say like that was my answer. That was my answer.
Yeah, you didn't have to say shit.
I didn't
Yeah.
say nothing. She was asleep. She was laying there. And I just got in bed and gave her a kiss and went to sleep and never left after that. So, but yeah, man, she got pregnant quick. I was like, really nervous about it. But at this time, I mean, I'm older. So I was like, I was cool. I thought I was be ready for it and stuff like that. I was like you though. See, I thought I was gonna have a boy because everybody else in my family had fucking boys. So I just assumed that that's all I can have in my family is a boy. That ain't true. So, but it was cool. It was really difficult in the beginning because my family was okay. And it's
Yeah.
kind of how boys or guys family kind of be like that, especially like in my sense, I had a career, like I was financially stable. I can be able to handle this. Her
Yeah.
family, hell no. Nah. It was not on that because I don't even think they meet me yet. Yeah, I think they met me once, and it was just a random thing. Like I came down here, met them one time, and the next time they saw me was like,
She
yeah, she
pregnant.
pregnant. So, and it was not cool because she's the youngest like sibling, and then of course she has the first grandchild. So it was a little awkward in the beginning with her family and trying to win them over. Uh I will say though her pops is better than I could ever dream of being, because if that was me in his position, I would not be that okay with it. There's no way in fuck would I be that okay. But he was way more understanding, way more tolerant, and just accepting. And he made it his mission to accept me. And
Right.
I love him to death for it. Because if he didn't do that, I don't think me and her family would ever be cool. Because if it wasn't for him, me and him being cool, me and his wife wouldn't be cool. And then his kids, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah.
we got it together, me and him, and then I think, well, he took me golfing because that's what their family does. He took me golfing, and Marie was with us, but she was with her brother, and me and him were in the other golf cart, and we were talking a lot. Like we just talked the entire time, and he was cool, like really cool. Her mom took a little bit to get on my side, you know, and it took a little bit, but she came around, and her siblings, that shit was tough, bro. Oh my god. That was so hard to get her siblings to like me. I mean, what when she got pregnant, we had an issue with one of her siblings not wanting me to come to the wedding they were having, and kind of wanted to keep it on the back burner that Marie was pregnant, so they were trying to hide her, and then I couldn't come to the wedding at all. We weren't married yet, so I was like, I was cool. I was like, you know what, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna let it ride. It's okay. But it was a tough situation. But now we got it together. And then of course, most of the time when people have issues when you get pregnant this fast, most of the time with the families, once that baby come out, them problems are gone. People just don't really care anymore because we got a baby now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Like,
you remember though. You remember
oh,
though.
I don't
Nah, fuck
forget.
all that. Yeah, like fuck all that.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I
man.
had my little baby girl, and put them out there, and her family's kind of, it all went away. Like, her mom was great. I mean, they came to the hospital, helped with, her mom stayed with us. But yeah, we ended up finding out she was pregnant in May. We got married in October. We did the courthouse wedding, classic
Yeah.
courthouse wedding. And I remember I did this shit when I was on range. Never forget that. I lied to my OIC about what I needed to do. And I was like, yeah, I have to do this. I have to do this. And because we were staying on Stone Bay at the time, like in the
Yeah.
barracks. So there was no free time. There was no like whatever. But I
So
lied and
did you
said
do
that.
it? Did you do it in the courthouse of Jacksonville or New
No,
Bern?
we hit the New Bern.
You went all the way to New Bern to do that shit?
Well,
Shit.
that's where she was at the time. You know what I'm saying? That's where
Right.
we scheduled it and all this other stuff. But I didn't know I had to go to the range at the time. I got forced to go. So I had
Right.
to lie. I was like, yeah, I had to do some BS. And they let me go. And I drove all the way to New Bern, got married, came all the way back. And we did our thing. And then we, of course, we got the place. Well, we already had a place actually. We were staying with somebody at the time. And but once the money came in and we ended up getting our own place out of her roommate's place.
Yeah.
And then yeah, man, I did the same thing, man. Got pregnant fast, scary as a mug,
Yeah.
but
I mean, is one
worked
thing.
out somehow.
The one thing that I do regret. The one thing I do regret about all the way that shit popped off. It's because again, like I said, 2014, fuckboy year, right? So I wasn't completely honest with both parties, with the girlfriend at the time. I did break it off with her, you know what I'm saying? But I was still in contact with her.
Yeah.
And I wasn't honest with my current, with my wife right now, but she was my girlfriend at the time because I
Mm-hmm.
broke it off with my girlfriend in Jersey.
Yeah.
My dad dead ass told me because like when I telling him all this shit, and again, me and my dad, we were not good like terms relationship at
I feel you.
all in 2014 because he did not condone of the bullshit that I was doing. He did not condone it. So instead of just like accepting it, he was like avoiding talking to me. He would keep it nice and short, and it's like I've always had that problem. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like this
Yeah.
bullshit. But when I got with Myra, that's when he started like coming back because he was like, "Oh, okay, I can see she's being a good
Ooh.
influence. Oh,
He said,
you're
ooh.
not doing you're not doing the stupid shit that you were doing, you know." So when I told him about like stuck in a hard place, because again I was with this other chick for like 2 years, going on three, you
Yeah.
know, that's all I really knew at the time. So he was like, "Look, you have to choose which one you want." And then on top of that, he's like, you need to be straight up honest. Like you can't try to have both. So if you
Yeah.
try to have both, it's going to fucking what is it? It's gonna affect your current relationship with Myra. And
Yeah.
I was like, and of course, me being a fucking cruise, because us cruises, we are fucking hard
He
headed as a
said, "Oh,
bitch, and like
cruise."
we have to learn the fucking hard way. I don't know what it is. I'm dead ass serious. Like you can ask any of us. Like we always do shit the hard way. Like there's no easy way in. Fuck easy way. I want it the hard way. Like that ass. So she ends up finding out about the girl from Jersey.
Oh,
Mind
jeez.
you, she's engaged. We're engaged, and she's pregnant. Yes, right.
Wait, she ain't
Mm-hmm.
know?
She didn't know. Like me and her were still talking because my dumbass like put her under like contact like ma. So like every time she came up on my phone, Mara thought I was talking to my mom. Yeah,
Tried it.
yeah, I tried it like a dumbass. Like that's the one thing I like. That's the
Oh.
one thing. That's the one thing I regret. Like I wasn't completely honest. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wish I could. I like honestly. I wish I could have. I wish I would have just been honest about the whole thing. Just deaded that shit and just still Myra because that's what I wanted. I wanted Myra because at the time she was going to like her first year of college and it was not like really good because when you're in you grow up real fast. Like your
Real quick.
mentality changes real quick. So I'm like on this adult shit, and she's like still, you know,
Yeah.
trying to figure herself out. So I was like, man, fuck that, because Myra gave me what I wanted and what I needed, and I was like, that's what I want. I need that, so I'm gonna stay with that. That's the one thing I like.
Got it.
Then I tried like a dumbass, and I failed hard on my face.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was not a good. That was not good. And listen, I'm real quick to be like, yo, I fucked up. All right, yeah, I fucked up on
Hey,
that
we
part.
all fucked up, bro. I
Hey,
fucked up. We all fucked up.
so that's one thing I'll be like, hey, yeah, I put that shit on me real quick.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. But
It's,
how are
it's
the?
it's crazy though. It's crazy how it all somehow still worked out at the end of this.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
because you know
mean,
how many times were you told? Because shit, we were told by everybody
everybody,
that we were gonna last.
don't do
Because
that.
they're like,
Don't
don't do
do
that.
that.
We're not gonna last,
It's not the way to
right?
go about it.
Yeah, because they were like,
Yeah.
oh, like you barely even know her, and
Yeah, man. Like you
this
just
and the
met
third,
her.
you
We
just
just
met her.
got here.
Yeah,
Like for me, because
exactly.
that's what they told me. Because I just got to the unit 6 months later. I got a girl pregnant. I'm about to get married. You know what I mean? Like what I'm saying,
Yeah,
when my CO talked to me the first time, I was single. Nothing. 6 months
yeah,
later, sir, I'm about to get married. You know what I mean? He's like, don't do that shit. My CO, first sergeant, all them, don't do that shit. Don't do it.
yeah,
Like, you don't know her. You don't know how this is gonna turn out. It ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Relationships like this in the military don't work. And
yeah.
statistically, they are right.
They don't.
It
They are
happens.
right.
Like it happens
It,
like this all the time.
yeah,
People get married real quick, have a kid, and it just you meet the real person and it's not the person you thought it was. I get it. I
yeah,
totally understand that. I'm not saying I knew my wife completely when we first got married and we first had a kid. We didn't. We obviously did not.
yeah. That's true.
We have growing pains throughout the years because we've been learning each other through these years. But but it worked. I don't know how. I don't know how. I remember. Oh man, I saw my OCO maybe sometime while I was at the schoolhouse. So this is probably me and Maria being married for like 5 years at this point, and I saw him. He was a
Yeah,
lieutenant colonel, and he pops up, and he's just like, "He's still married?" Like, yeah, like I'm. This is like 2019, so we're about to have Virginia, and I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm still married, about to have my third kid." And he's just like, "It's unbelievable." Like say he was just like, "I'm so happy for you guys. Like I can't believe it." And he told me that he was like, "Did you guys have your wedding?" Because we had a courthouse. And my thing at the time when we had a courthouse marriage, I told my grandmother at the time, she straight up told me over the phone, that shit don't count. I was like, what? She was like, no, that shit don't count. You need a ceremony. And I was like, yeah, but the people said, my grandmother, that shit don't count. So I had to have a real wedding. That's what my grandmother told me. Unfortunately, she didn't make it to the real wedding, but she did tell me I had to have a real one. So we did it, and I made Maria a promise when we got married that I promise you I will give you your real ceremony. And it took me a minute. Took me a minute to get all the money together, to save it all, got all the homies together, the family together, and I gave her the ceremony. And I remember when I told that to my lieutenant colonel, he was like, that's something that I never gave my wife after 20 years of marriage. We got married at a courthouse, and I never did it.
yeah. I mean, we're
He,
married, about to be married 8 years, and I still
yeah,
haven't done it.
he wrote me a year later and sent me a picture of his actual ceremony because he said that me saying I did it motivated him enough to do it. I never forget that shit. He
That
sent me a
motherfucker had money
picture.
too. He could have done it. He
He
had
could have
money.
done it. He just said
Could have done
he just lost it.
it.
He just
Yeah.
didn't. You get
Didn't think of
complacent
it.
at that point. You
Yeah,
just
you
like
didn't think
we
of it.
already
Yeah, that's
married. Like what's
true.
the problem?
Yeah,
Like you said,
exactly.
you haven't done yours, but at the same
I
time, like
mean,
it's. I'm not saying everybody has to do it. Remember, this is my grandmother. She old. That's how
yeah,
she operate. But it was just something that worked out, man. Like I can't believe it did. When you look back, all the dumb stuff that I did, in California, and then meeting her and getting pregnant, and then having a kid and have another kid, all this crazy crap that we did, and all the issues and stuff that we came out of, I still don't understand how it worked out so far for this long. You know what I'm saying? Like it's impressive to be honest. Like it's pretty impressive to be able to maintain something like this off something that happened so fast. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like it ain't easy. It damn sure ain't easy, but it's impressive to be able to hold on to her for this long after only knowing her for 6 months and get married and
yeah.
binding
Shit,
to somebody like that.
shit. I remember when we were gonna get married at the courthouse. We had no witness. Nobody. Yeah, we didn't have a witness. It was just us two. We gotta think about it, bro. We both in North Carolina. We ain't got nobody. It wasn't cool with nobody like that. Mind you, you was literally up the fucking street.
I ain't even know you
Yeah,
yet.
you didn't even know. But it was bugged out. It's
No, if
like
y'all got
two,
married in 14 of
yeah,
December,
yeah.
I wasn't even there yet.
Yeah, see, look at
I
that.
got there next month, in January.
Yeah,
That's when I
yeah,
got there.
yeah, it's bugged out. But I remember because the night before we were gonna get married, like, because I'm telling my parents, because my parents, when I told them about Myra, about the pregnancy, they were hella cool about it all. Mind you, I'm the firstborn, so I'm the oldest, and I'm only 20 at the time. And my mom wasn't pissed. She was excited in a sense because she was like, "Oh my God, like there's a chance I could finally get my girl." Because oldest of five boys, yeah, ain't gonna
You thought.
happen. Yeah,
You
yeah, she
thought.
thought. Yeah, she thought. But the night before we went to go to the courthouse to get married, fucking all I hear at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, just a big dum 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 dum. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like at our crib, like what the hell? So I got my bat, open the door, and it's my parents with my little brothers. They
Oh
literally
shit.
drove all the way down from
That's
Jersey to
lit.
North Carolina to see us get married at the courthouse.
That's lit.
So they were our witnesses. And my mom, like my parents, they have the recordings, have the pictures, and still like when they came in July of this year, they were showing us the videos. It was just too funny because we both looked shook as fuck. Like
Yeah.
nervous as fuck. She was already pregnant.
Yeah.
And we just both looked shook, like, oh shit, like what the
Now
fuck are we
Marie's
doing?
parents were our witnesses. I had my mom on FaceTime, and we look so weird, bro. We look so weird, man.
I
Like, you
look
know what
at
I'm
it, I'm like, oh my
saying? Like, we're
God.
just trying to like, hey, we doing this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hold up. Did you propose though? Did you
Yeah, no,
actually propose?
no, all right, so check this out. So I actually did propose, like
That's cute.
on Cherry Point. There fuck you. But anyway, on Cherry Point, there's a spot called Pelican Point, right? It's like the RV park.
Yeah.
But like once you pass a certain road, you make a right. There's like this little spot where it has like a picnic table, nice ass tree,
Where
and
the canoes can get launched out.
yes,
Yes,
yes, and
sir.
the
I know
lake,
exactly what you're talking about.
and that's where motherfuckers were fishing. So that was our spot. Like that was our spot. Like we would like every time like we were going through some shit or like we just want to like get away from the barracks, we would go over there and we'll just talk for hours, right? So it's bugged out because I knew I wanted to propose. This was before, and again, this is
Yeah,
before
before.
I
Yeah.
found out she was pregnant, before the dog, right? So I went, and her thing is like she was real big into like she's real big into pearls because they're elegant, got class. So
Classy.
I got her, yeah. So I got her a pearl ring for the engagement ring. Um, it's funny because the corporal that ended up switching from my job to hers was my NCO, now it's her NCO. I was real cool with before I got with her. So like we'll go to the weekends, like we'll go like to football games and shit like that. I gave him the ring. At the time, he had a girlfriend that I worked with, right? Yeah. So he was trying to do the same shit I was doing. So he again tried a cop block. He had the ring because I wasn't trying to keep it in my room because she was in my room cleaning all the fucking time. Yeah, man. Yo, that she really like reorganized my whole wall lock,
That
like my
sounds like
whole
something she would do.
closet, color coordinate and everything.
That sounds like something she would do.
Yeah. So I remember the day I wanted to do it, I was like, yo, I'm gonna do it this day. And he was like being funny with it. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Give it to me. So I ended up getting dressed, told her to get dressed. We went out to eat in New Bern. I forgot the restaurant, but it was like an Italian spot. Forgot the name of it. After that, we went to Pelican Point and we're just, talking, chilling, and she was ready. And I proposed at our spot.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I at least did that.
That's cute.
Man, I mean, and it was just us. It was like a real intimate moment.
I
It was
ain't do that
cool.
shit. I did not propose. Nick, bro, listen.
Also, we were like, oh, we gonna get married
So
today.
we did the thing, we found out she was pregnant or whatever. So I was trying to do the research because at the time she said she wasn't ready to get married. I said me neither. So we were trying to figure out what we could do to where the kid would still be paid for because she was getting out of the military. And we didn't know if her insurance was still going to fall underneath her parents or not at the time. It did, but we didn't know that. So I was trying to figure out how to do it without getting married. So I was talking to admin and stuff like that. It was like, oh no, you can't do that. The baby has to be born, has to get a blood test, DNA test, find out it's yours. Then we'll give you the money for the child to be taken care of for disability or for the TRICARE.
Right.
So pretty much, yeah, I had to prove that the baby was mine
As a dependent, to be a
as a dependent.
dependent. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, so if I got married, it was like, oh yeah, if you married her, then yeah, you're good. And I was like, oh wow, that's crazy, right? Like, if I married her, it didn't matter if that baby's mine or not. It's just because I'm married and we're good. I was like, yeah, it's pretty much how it happens. I was like, okay. So we went to, if the
Oh yeah,
sandwich
I know.
stop, the sandwich shop at the gas station over there on
Oh,
the corner
I
in
know
Cherry Point.
by the back gate, by the back
Yes,
gate.
sir. Yes,
Which
sir.
it
It was
was
by the Apo. It was by where I
yeah.
worked at.
All right.
So we had the sandwich shop talking it over. I was like, look, this is what they told me. I don't know nothing else to do. Only thing we can do is get married. She was like, if that's what we got to do. I said, all right, so we're going to get married? She's like, yeah. All right. That was it. That was it. Oh, at the sandwich shop, talk about it, be about it, get married. Uh, but I did
Jesus.
propose to her when I proposed to her. What was it, last year? I think proposed to her last year. No, no, not last year. Year before, 2020. Uh, it sucked too because it was 2020. We were supposed to go to Disney, and I was gonna propose to her on our 5 year mark because I didn't do it. I was supposed to go to Disney. I was gonna do it in Disney, you know what I'm saying, in front of castle and stuff. Do it all quick.
Yeah,
Couldn't
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
2020. So I ended up just proposing to her like while we were outside, like at our place. I was talking to her, gave her the whole spiel. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't do it before. Proposing was always weird to me. I don't know why I never wanted to do it. Even when I was engaged the first time, I didn't actually like get down on a knee and do all that stuff. That was always
Yeah,
weird to me.
nah. Oh no, I got down
So
on it.
I actually did it then, like at our 5 year mark, and I think she liked it. I hope she did. I don't know. I think I actually used one of the real rings for that one. We always have fake rings, the placebo rings, just in case we get jacked.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of fake rings we wear. So I think I actually used the real ring for that. No, it was cool. It was cool for her, I think, just to give her some. I mean, I gave her a ceremony and all that stuff, but then I actually proposed later on. But I mean, I don't know, dog. I try my best to be a little romantic every once in a while. I ain't the
Yeah.
most romantic dude, but
I mean, I
yeah,
could be romantic when I want to be.
sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, shit. But how was the I mean, because you went through three of them motherfuckers. I mean, I only went through two, and I don't want to go through another one. Keep it a
Yeah, me
bug.
neither.
But how are the pregnancies for you?
So I'll keep it a buck. Talking to a lot of people, dude, we got lucky. Like our pregnancies were good. Like we never had morning sicknesses. We never had any kind of crazy weight gains or either one of us. You know what I'm saying? Because both of us can gain weight at the time. We didn't have any other issues like that, and she wasn't really a bad hormonal person when she got pregnant. So usually when you look at people, I was always told growing up that once you meet a girl, go look at their mama. If you see how their mama is and you can still be with that, then you know what I'm saying, your girl's gonna get to some point like her mama eventually. In my case, I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? With my wife's family history, I don't know what my wife's mom looked like. She don't even. So we don't know what she was going to turn out like. I didn't know what was going to happen when she had a kid. Some people go through real drastic weight changes and feature changes. Like people will change when they have a child.
Yeah.
So we were both concerned because we didn't know what was going to happen. Usually, once you can see through your family history what is going to happen with you.
Yeah.
So we were nervous. We didn't know what was going to happen, how this whole baby thing was going to go down. But luckily for Maria, she had a very simple pregnancy. Marilyn was Marilyn was the easiest. I always tell people that all the time. Marilyn was the easiest child in history. I'm talking about the easiest pregnancy. We just relaxed the whole time. She slept. When she was about to have her, I was out there. I made a mistake and went to a skiing freaking trip. She came with me too,
Yeah.
but her water ended up breaking slightly, so we didn't know if her water broke or she just peed. So we
Yeah.
were like really nervous, and just so happened it did break, and it was going for like hours, but she wasn't having any contractions or anything. Then finally, when she started having contractions, we went to the hospital, had a baby in 3 hours. Done, baby out, and it was chill. And then Callie was a little bit more stressful. So when she started having it's like the pregnancy diabetes type of thing, like high blood sugar type of thing.
Oh, yeah,
And she was having those issues with it, but it was nothing crazy. Once again, she was a very smooth pregnancy. Uh, it's funny, every time Maria had a kid, she lost weight, which is insane. Like every time she got smaller, every kid. Like she was the
oh,
biggest we ever had, like she ever was when we first got together. So I'm like, what the fuck? She already had 3 kids and she's gotten smaller every one. So we with Callie, I think Callie was kind of crazy because we were Maria has a thing with her kidneys, liver, with her liver,
mm,
that she just has a hard time of going full term with any of the kids. We haven't went full term with any kid, and they kind of want to induce her before there's any other issues. And the kids usually come out with some type of jaundice. Don't know, make kid a little yellow, and all it takes is some vitamin D, put them in the sunlight, they're good to go. So that's kind of what happened with Callie. We had to induce to get Callie out before there was any issues. She had a little jaundice, but it was all good. But Virginia was a little tough because once again we didn't go full term because of the liver. Marie's liver was not having a good time trying to hold Virginia, so we had to go get her induced. But Virginia came out really bad jaundice. We had to put her underneath that UV thing for hours, hours a day, and like Virginia just cried like for hours. Like I just had to sit there and hold her underneath this UV light the entire time. For damn, I think I probably did that for like 4 or 5 days, and that shit was
damn.
terrible. Like it was fucking awful. But uh, but the pregnancy itself, as far as like Maria, how she went about it, great. I'm talking about she was great. Maria was freaking glowing every time, just looking perfect. And then pop baby out, she good to go. Like Maria's popping babies out like it was cool. Like it was saying like pow, just baby, we chilling now. And but at this point, it's kind of why the reason why we're not having another kid because of that liver thing. Liver just getting worse every time we had a kid, and I don't want to run into some issue to where have to choose Marie over child or some shit. So, but pregnancies are cool, man. Marie's a freaking trooper, made for bearing children. She'll be great in the Handmaid's Tale. Just bearing children, bro. Pop that baby out. Move on to the next one.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
shit.
nah, she was good. It was cool. I had the best. I'd say I had the best experience I can say compared to other people. I know other people have some issues with theirs.
I mean, when we got pregnant with Malachi, it was pretty self smoothing too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no complications, no issues like that. Um, I know for a fact there was a lot of weight gain. A lot of
yeah.
weight gain. I mean, sure, it was mad funny because it didn't matter every Sunday while we were pregnant with Malachi, Waffle House every fucking
Yeah,
Sunday.
boy, we eat.
Waffle House, All Star Special. It's mad funny to this day. We'll go to Waffle House. She don't even need to try to tell the waiter or waitress what she want. I'm like, all right, this is what she want. Bam, 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 bam. And the waitress look at me like, the fuck? Like, I'm like, oh yeah, we've been here enough to
We been
not
here.
know what she
Yeah.
want. All right. And then it was that and Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, I
Taco,
know she
yeah,
crazy about the Taco Bell.
yeah, Taco Bell. Yo, we was eating Taco Bell, I think like twice or 3 times a week while she was pregnant with Malachi. Yeah. And then Reese's Puffs as well. Cause she never had Reese's Puffs as a kid. We go to Sam's Club. She gets, at Sam's Club, you buy the shit in bulk. She had got because the way we did it was I got my cereal and she got her cereal. She got the Honey Nut Cheerios and I got the Reese's Puffs.
Yeah.
And then she ended up having, I'm like, oh yeah, just try it. Like have a bowl of Reese's Puffs. It's gonna change your life. Next thing you know, she's been eating my shit to this day. I'm like, yo, it's my Reese's Puffs.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it was funny too. The pregnancy wasn't bad. She gained a lot of weight but the thing is, it was just all in the front.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
you
That's what
turned
most
her,
people is, bro.
when you saw it from the back, she did not look pregnant, but she was literally carrying like a whole watermelon.
Yeah.
That's how big she, because she's small. She's 4'11". She's
Maria
carrying
411 too.
this
All she had
big
was
ass.
baby right here.
Yeah, it was just all the freaking belly, and it's crazy. And we ended up doing for Malachi, we did 3 baby showers, so we didn't have to pay for nothing. Yes, we had a baby shower in North Carolina with all our coworkers and shit.
Yeah.
Went to New York so my grandmother could do a baby shower, and then we went to Connecticut, and her mom and her sister did the baby shower for her. So we just came that down with a whole bunch of shit. Yeah,
Oh,
it was bugged out. But I remember when her water broke, it was literally right after, like, because she was already knocked out in the room. I'm in the living room watching the NBA Finals. It was the Warriors and the Cavs
oh, that's
first year,
right. Yeah, yeah,
2015.
Malachi. Yeah.
2015. 2015. So the game didn't finish until like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm watching it because it was a pretty good game. So then the game's finished. I ended up laying down like 2:30. Next thing you know, 3 o'clock, we need to go. My water broke. I'm like, God damn.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm tired as a
man.
mug. So we drive to fucking New Bern Hospital,
No.
right? She was in labor for 16 fucking hours. Yeah, Malachi did not want to go. And then looking at him now, yeah, that motherfucker did not want to let go of his mama. That ass.
I don't know what that
Yeah,
means. I don't even think we
yeah.
had 16 hours total with all three of them.
No, she had 16 hours, Malachi, bro. It was bad, bro.
Nah,
And it was
bro,
funny too, because she didn't want to do the epidural at first. And I just
yeah.
told her, I'm like, yo, just watch the video. So that way, if you want
If
it, at
you
least it's
want it,
there. If it's there, just watch it. Because she was real big on like, I'm gonna do a natural birth.
mm-hmm,
I'm gonna do a
that's
natural birth.
that's noble.
But nah, yeah. And I'm like, no, the fuck you not. You gonna want them drugs. You gonna want them fucking drugs. And next thing you know, she looks at me and she looks at the like, cause it's funny because the nurse, she's like, give me the fucking drugs. I was like,
Yo, Maria told me to call them before we got to the hospital. On the way, she was like, make sure you know they gotta have the epidural ready because I need it. For
nah,
Cali and
she was
Virginia, nah, the
it was
epidural
mad
was
funny.
ready.
It was because they gave her like like it was like an anesthetic
Yeah.
that it was like a pain. It wasn't like it was like a painkiller, but it wasn't the epidural,
Mm-hmm.
and it wore off. She's like, "Get him! I need it. Give it!" And they were like, "You can't get any more." And she's like, "I need the motherfucking drug. Give it to me now." And then they end up doing epidural, but I won't forget Malachi's freaking birth because I shit you not, I had my mother, her sister, and her mother all on fucking FaceTime.
No.
Yes, pointed at her fucking her while she's pushing.
Why do
Right?
people want to see that?
I don't fucking know.
Dog, I seen
Right?
it one time. I don't need to see it again. I really don't.
It was funny though too because there were people telling me, "Don't look down." My dumbass looked down for Malachi.
Oh, I'm gonna look.
Never made that mistake again. Did not do it with Malik.
You didn't look for
Did not.
Malik?
Hell fucking
I
no. I
look
stood
every
my ass
time,
up on
bro.
top. Nah, fuck all that.
Every time.
Nah, fuck all that. But it was funny because she couldn't push. So she's like, they're telling her to push, and she's like, no, I can't, like, I can't no more. The doctor told her, shut up and push. Dead ass, rude ass motherfucker. So shut up and push. And I was like, oh no, the fuck you
Bitch,
didn't.
bitch, my wife's struggling right
Yeah,
now. Yeah.
yeah. Motherfucker came out what? 8 pounds, 11 ounces.
Big boy.
Big boy. But now you look at him now, he's
Yeah.
one of the shortest motherfuckers in his class.
I mean, that's how big I
Hopefully he
was.
grow.
I was like 8
Hopefully he
pounds.
grow.
So.
And then with Malik, there wasn't any complications like that. Um, I remember like when I was pregnant when she was pregnant with Malachi, I was a real asshole, a real fucking asshole, you know. So when Malik came around, I wasn't trying to be a dickhead.
Yeah.
I was like more because I didn't know any better, fucking young and dumb, you know,
Yeah.
and naive. But yeah, with Malik, that motherfucker popped out quick. It was like 4 or 5 hours. Like not even
He said they
they didn't
gotta
even feel
go.
like
Get him
that.
out.
Yo, no, Malik just can't. He didn't want to stand there no more. He's like, get me the fuck out this bitch. I need out. He just came out. I was like, oh shit, okay.
No,
and
you gotta get these
he
niggas
came
out.
out 8 pounds. He came out 8 pounds flat. Yeah, and she ended up after giving birth to freaking Malik. That's when she ended up having problems. Like she dealt with a lot. She dealt with postpartum bad, and then she ended up getting
Yeah, I
a
remember the
was it
postpartum
a
thing.
duck a duck clogged like on her breast, and she couldn't like it was real bad. She ended up getting an infection and everything. She had to go.
Uh,
She literally had to go to the hospital on Thanksgiving, 2017. Yeah,
yeah, I remember having really big problems for that one for him after that. But
yeah.
I
So
mean, I was pretty I was like overboard with Maryland. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was all about it. I was actually reading shit back then and shit, really trying to like research and see all the stuff about babies and stuff. You know, back then I used to talk to Maryland like in the stomach and shit. But every kid I started having after that, I ain't talk to them niggas like that. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, I wasn't that crazy invested at that point because I was kind of like I was in the zone at that point. Like I knew what I needed to do. I was
yeah,
rubbing the bellies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Miss
yeah,
Miyagi on the bellies. Helping her out, rubbing her back and stuff like that. But nah, Maryland was really quick. I think we got to the hospital at 11, and she didn't start going into labor maybe until like she just like she woke up and it was like, hey, time to go, like time to start pushing,
yeah.
and baby was out in like an hour for Maryland. And then Cali, 2019, we at the no, we were 19, 18,
Yeah, it
18.
was 18, 18. Because
Uh
I had my 15, you had
yeah.
your 16. I had my 17, you had yours 18.
So I was about to go to the field. That's right. I was about to take the students out to the field. I do HSTs with them, right?
Right,
And
right.
we was all Maria said, yeah, I have an appointment at the hospital, and they're just gonna check on me, and then she was gonna go back to the house, say less. And at this point, there was no family here yet. It was just us, but we didn't know because her Callie's original due date was Christmas. So we was, everything was chill. I'm about to take these students out here, stuff like that. It was nighttime. This was nighttime, and
Yeah.
I was on the bus. We're about to go. Maria calls me. They're keeping me. They're about to induce me. You gotta come. I told the bus driver, stop, put this thing in reverse. I gotta go. And I had to call the boys because they were in the truck. They already left. I had to call Coates and all them. Hey, turn around, come back, call Vosage. I gotta go. And Vosage came. I literally gave him my stuff, like my stuff. He literally just came in, like I think he was on duty or something. He just showed up, and I was like, "Here you go." And I went to the hospital, and that one, I think we were at the hospital for a couple days because Maria's mom showed up, and then they took Marilyn, and they took Marilyn, took her back to South Carolina.
Right,
But
right.
they stayed at our house until we had the kid, and then they took her to South Carolina.
Hmm.
But and then for Christmas we came and got Maryland, blah blah blah. But Callie, I think Marie, it was the exact same thing. I remember Maria was asleep. She was doing whatever, enjoying her little nap. And then they woke up. Lady came in. I think I was on my phone playing a game or something. Lady came in, popped the curtain up. She's like, "Ooh," and then it was like time to push. And we had to wake her up. And then everyone was like this. I'm talking about when she started pushing, hour tops. Kid was out. So, and I remember every time, bro. So every time they were talking to me during the pregnancy and stuff, everybody was like, "Oh, you're gonna be the one to pass out," stuff like that. The first time, I didn't know what I was gonna do, so I had my mother-in-law with me the first one. She was in the room. She wanted to see, because remember, this is the first time she see anything like this. So I was like, "Cool, mom, you over there." And then what they did for me, I don't know what they did for you. They put her up, on a little gurney thing, kick her foot up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she put her foot like in my shoulder, and then I was
Oh no,
pushing up against her.
they had contraptions to put her
No,
feet there.
they did, but I
Yeah.
was in shoulder, and then another person was that had the other. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
yeah. No, I had her leg and I was putting like I put it
Yeah,
down. I
yeah.
had literally the phone on the motherfucking
Oh,
the whole
okay,
thing
yeah.
so they
So
all could
I'm
see it.
pushing,
I was like,
what I'm
what the
saying? I'm
fuck,
pushing
man?
like that. And she's
Yeah,
pushing, and the baby coming out. And I didn't know how it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna be, guys collapse and stuff like that, or pass out or get nervous?
yeah.
Me, if you know me, when I get nervous, I start cracking jokes. I'm making everybody laugh at this point because I don't want to feel nervous, so I'm gonna make everyone laugh in this room. I'm talking about, bro. I'm cracking mad jokes. I did this for every pregnancy. I'm over here talking to Maria. Give me my baby. Give me my child. Get it out. Like I'm yelling at her and stuff, lady laughing and stuff like that. And I'm like, it's cool, it's cool. She beats me at home. Like I'm literally like cracking mad jokes the whole time. And but her mom, I'll never forget the first one, bro. Her mom in the back. In the back, bro. Like in the back, like this, in the back, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing her mom in the back, like yo, her face was so funny because she's seeing this come out, and I'm like, all right, and they're like, you gonna look? And I'm like, shoot, yeah, I'll go ahead and look. And I peek down, and I go back, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's crazy. And they're like, oh yeah, that's the head. And I'm like, what's the head? He was like, oh yeah, you see the hair? I'm thinking it's my wife. No, like, nah, that's your baby's hair. I'm like, Maryland, Cali, and Virginia. Remember, they all came out full head of hair.
Oh yeah.
So I'm
So the
playing with
Malik.
their hair, and she was like, "Yeah, you can touch it." She literally told me to touch it. I was like, "That's so weird. It's so weird." I'm playing with the hair, but she pushed it out, and I cut the umbilical cord of every one of them. I wasn't freaking out about it. I was like, "Nah, that's my job. Give me that junk." Every last one of the kids, I cut the umbilical cord. And nah, man, it was funny. Like I would literally crack jokes the whole time, made sure everybody was laughing and stuff like that. And I just remember every time we had a kid, I don't know how Myra was, but every time we had a kid, got the kid out, right? Gave it to Maria. Maria did her little thing or whatever, whatever. Maria, held her, fed her, out. Maria was out for the count. Don't talk to her because she's asleep for the next 12 hours. Maria knocked out. And I always remember every kid I just had for like that first 12 hours. There was nobody else, just me and the kid. Doctor come in, do a little thing, and I just held the kid for 12 hours, rest of the time. And it was chill. It was real
They let
chill.
her sleep for 12 hours though.
Now they
Straight
woke her up, to do the thing.
to like rub on her stomach and shit. Like
yeah, do all that stuff. Yeah,
yeah, that shit. I felt bad for Myra when that shit. I'm like, yo, let her fucking sleep, bro. Like,
now they had to wake her up. They'll come in and be
damn,
like, "Yo, we got to rub it down," and they'll wake her up and rub her down and stuff like that. But
they
once
were
she
vicious
once
with
she
that
moved
shit,
out of
bro.
the delivery room into that other room,
No,
the
no, that yeah, they kept waking her up. They wouldn't let her sleep.
no, they let her sleep for a decent amount at that point. And at that point too was around a time where it was just kind of just us. We were just hanging out and chilling. Our parents, her parents were just so helpful at that point because every kid we had, they came, and if we had a kid already, they took it. So when we came home, it was just us and the baby, and that's all we had to worry about until we came and got
Went to
the
go
other
back.
two.
Yeah, yeah.
So with Callie, we had Callie for like 2 weeks, and then we went down and got
Yeah,
Maryland
man.
back. And then when we had Virginia, they took Callie and Maryland, and we had Virginia for about 2 weeks, and then we went and got them back. And it was cool. Like it was a real chill experience, I would say. I mean, I had really great experiences with Marie's pregnancies. I don't know. Like I had a bomb ass time. And of course me just cracking jokes and laughing and bullshitting
I
and
mean, no,
it
I
went.
stood up. I stood up the second time. I stood up there. I wasn't going back down there. I'm like, I saw it one time. So I need to see it. I'm
I look,
good.
I mean
No, I was
that's a
straight
baby
on
right
that.
there you got going
I'm
on.
cool. I'm cool with that. I
I ain't gonna
mean,
hold you though. It is true what they say. Once you look at it, at that point, it never looked the same. It never looked the same.
I'm good on that,
You can
bro.
never look at it the same. Oh man, you love it so much, but after that, you like, damn. Oh, I
Jesus.
love it still the same, but still. Yeah, man,
Nah,
it's
nah, I was
crazy
good
though.
on that. I was good on
He
that.
said
But
I ain't
yeah,
looking again.
nope.
And
Mm-mm.
it's been
Fucking, I remember, what was it from Malik's? Because we just moved to Jacksonville, like not
mhm.
even, like in August. So we were there for like what, 3 months and popped
Yeah,
out Malik.
yeah, like y'all just got there.
Yeah, we just got there. So we were going to Moorhead for all the freaking the appointments, and we ended up having to drive to Jacksonville, Onslow's hospital
Mm-hmm.
for her to give birth, and they were cool, you know. But I think after that, everything was fine. Shit, we didn't even have a baby shower for Malik. It wasn't until
Oh yeah.
yeah, she was like one of her friends,
Yeah.
her friends was like, no,
We
we're
had
gonna throw one for you.
we had one for Maryland. We had two for Cali. We had two for Cali. We had one at home and then one in, in Jacksonville. And then Virginia.
Yeah, I went for
You
Virginia because of
remember
COVID.
Virginia?
Yeah. Oh, for Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that was
remember
rough.
Virginia's baby shower. Nah, man. Virginia's baby shower. Oh my
That shit
God,
was lit.
dude.
That shit was lit.
Oh my God. Do I have time to talk about Virginia's baby shower?
We could do it. We could do
Hey,
it.
listen. All right, all right, all right, all
We
right,
could do it.
all right, all right, all right. So Virginia baby shower. All right. So remember, so baby showers for the dads out here. I don't know how it was for y'all. Usually the first couple ones, like that my mother-in-law threw, I couldn't go. Like, it was like, I came at the end to get everything. I wasn't allowed really to be there. It was for the
Bro,
women.
I'm Hispanic. We make a fiesta out of it. We make a party out of it. We're Puerto Rican. We make a party
See,
out of it.
see,
Motherfuckers
I get
eat,
that.
drink, all that shit.
It wasn't like that for me. You know what I'm
We
saying?
make
I
a
couldn't
party out
go.
of it.
So, we had the little small junks for the other two, and then for Virginia. This was around COVID. COVID was starting to die down. So, people wanted to be outside again. So I decided that we are gonna throw a baby shower that I can invite the whole crew to. So I was like, I'm gonna make sure it's cool for the women to come, the wives, and also the boys. I want my boys to show up. So it was a Hispanic themed, tequila themed,
Dude, that was
baby
llamas.
shower.
Llamas.
We had mad tequila, mad margaritas, and it was like llama themed. I think llama is Virginia's
Yeah.
animal that we use. So we had a bunch of decorations and stuff. Maria did all that stuff. The girls wearing like authentic little dresses. It was pretty. It was a really pretty thing for Maria to do. And then of course I wanted to make sure that the boys was going to be supported. So what I did was I did a diaper raffle for 2 bottles of some high end tequila. It was what was it, Casamigos, and then it was what's the name's tequila, right?
And Terramana.
The Terramanos.
Terramana.
And as you brought more diapers, you got more tickets in to get the bottles. So of course, this was right around the time when that stuff just hit too. So everybody wanted it. And I had mad people putting in diapers. I'm talking we have so many diapers. Dog, when did I buy diapers again? I don't think I bought diapers again until the following year. That's how long we had diapers for. Hell,
Dude,
I even gave some of the diapers to Lewis. Cause we had a bunch
yeah.
left over.
Oh shit. I mean,
So
shit. I ended up buying like 8 packs of
yeah,
diapers
yeah,
because
yeah.
I want that.
And
I
trust me, a
want that
lot of
term.
people did. So we had a bunch of that. I cooked a bunch of taco stuff for everybody. I made birria tacos. I made like just a regular chicken tacos, and it was taco bar, and it was
Yeah.
chill. Like it was a great time.
Myra made the cupcakes. She
Myra
made
made the cupcakes for the fam, and they were
yeah.
fire. They were fire. I don't even
Yeah.
eat cupcakes, and they were
She
really
had like
good.
she made like the strawberry margarita cupcakes and then
Yep.
like something
It
else. Yeah,
was
it
it
was
was
pretty cool.
great. And we had everybody show up. And so the thing was, I mean, the only person really couldn't drink was Maria. So it was tequila flowing. I'm talking about it was flowing. My
Oh shit.
job at the end of it was like anytime I saw people in a group, hey, y'all trying to take a shot. Y'all trying to take a shot. I'm talking about, man, we were getting people lit at a baby shower. I'm talking about people were laid out. We had someone thrown up in the front yard. We had someone pass out in somebody's car. We had someone
Oh
pass
no.
out
Oh no
upstairs.
no. Oh no.
Tiana
I had to
passed
tell you.
out upstairs on the
It's
bed.
yeah.
She just gave
Cause
up.
she drank way too many margaritas. That's what mad
Yeah,
sugar
bro.
in that
I'm
shit.
talking
That's what
about.
it is.
Yeah, I had like 3 or 4 different flavors of
Nah, so
margaritas flowing.
nah. So check this
Good
out.
time.
I remember that one because, mind you, my parents came down to
That's
visit at the
right.
time.
Your
They
parents.
came, yeah, my parents came to visit at the time. So they end up taking because I think Malachi and Malik they did end up showing.
No, they
I
came.
don't think they came.
They came.
You sure?
Yes.
No, no, no.
How?
They didn't go. They didn't come. It was my brothers and Myra's niece.
Yes, they were there.
No, they weren't. My parents took the boys.
I thought you're. I thought.
No, because we were drinking.
One of your brothers were
Yeah,
there.
both of my brothers were there, Mason and Max, the younger ones, and then
Mm,
Brianna, her niece,
okay.
because my parents had the kids, because so that we could drink and shit like that. I remember that. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's yeah. It's
yeah,
true
because
because everybody was asking like, oh, where's the boys? Where's the boys? Da, da,
uh,
da, da. Like, because you were like, oh damn, you didn't bring the boys. Now Maryland and
uh
Callie ain't got nobody to play with,
nah,
shit
because
like
your
that.
parents had to come pick you up.
Yes, yes. Because I remember because when we first got there, me and Louis, we're eating tacos and we're drinking tequila. Me and him, it was just me and him.
Yeah.
And then one of was it Baze's boy? Yes, Baze,
Yeah, yeah,
the one
yeah.
that runs the marathons and shit. He's over here drinking with us, and
Godspeed, bro.
me and Louis specifically told him, I'm like, listen, you're not going to be able to fucking like
Yeah, you can't keep up.
keep up with us. You can't keep up with us. And I specifically told him, and Louis told him to like, listen, we both got some shit real bad inside us that we need dead. You're not gonna keep up with us.
Oh
Like just as a
man.
joke, mind you, I hadn't drank in like months.
Yeah.
Like that was my first time drinking in months. So
That was like
fucking
everybody. That was like first thing we did, like after
yeah,
lockdown. Like people was coming outside for once.
yeah. So he was like, oh yeah, I can keep up. I can keep up. I'm like, bro, no, you can't. You're not gonna be able to. I think after like 5 shots, that motherfucker was in the front lawn yakking
Yeah,
and then in the car. And
yeah,
then, like an asshole, me and Lewis taking Polaroid pictures with his drunk ass in the
yeah,
car,
yeah, yeah.
saying cheese and shit.
Dude,
And then
that was a
after,
crazy baby shower,
yeah,
bro.
then after that, I like I think something like by myself, because everybody like once it like all died down, and everybody was like scattered everywhere, and like people were leaving and shit like that.
Yeah,
I was still drinking.
yeah,
Lewis
no,
had to
yeah.
tell me. Lewis was like, "You need to stop." I'm like, "No, I'm still good." I had
What
like
was it? What's the
half a
name
bottle of
was?
tequila.
That was around the time when Tiana was starting to call it a day because she was
Oh yeah,
drinking
no, because she was
all
trying.
day.
Oh yeah, no, she was trying to keep up with me and with me as well. I was like, "You ain't gonna be able to keep up." She's over. I'm like, "Watch you throw up," and she ends up throwing up, and I called it.
Called it.
Myra's drunk as fuck.
Yeah, Myra's gone.
That shit was funny as hell. I had to call
I
my
was
parents.
assassinating people, bro. I was just walking up to people like, y'all trying to get shot? Trying to get shot in here? Because I literally was walking around with that bottle of is it Espeon, whatever it's called. It had the skull on it.
Desperado.
That's what it was.
I
Yeah,
think
I was
that
just
probably.
walking around with that bottle, just oh man. On a baby shower, by the way. This is a baby shower. This ain't a diaper party. Diaper parties are different. Those for the boys. This is a baby shower.
Oh, that was a good. That was a
It was
good
a good
one.
one though. That was top 10. Definitely top five parties I think I've
Like
ever
yeah,
thrown. Like, and it
right.
was unintentional. Like I knew that we were gonna be drinking and stuff like that, but I didn't think it'd turn out
It's gonna
like
be
that.
that bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Drinking was. I mean, there ain't no like bad shit that popped off of it. It was just mad
No,
funny.
it was just fun. It was just a good
Yeah,
time. It was a really good time. And you gotta remember too, I was in a boot. I was fresh off of surgery, off my second
yeah.
surgery. I
Oh
was in a
yeah, that's
boot
true.
during that whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Whew, that was a good time. I'll never forget that. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy, bro.
yeah. I was fucked up. My mom. Yeah, like, that's probably like the first
Yeah,
time
that's
my
right.
dad saw me fucked up like that.
That's
It
right.
was
They
real
came
funny.
in because they gave us a
Yeah,
hug because they wanted to see us and stuff like that.
yeah. My mom came in and was like, "Oh, hi," and I'm like, "Here, take the keys."
I just remember laughing at y'all. I was like, "Damn, bro, you had to call your mom to come pick you up
Yeah,
from a baby shower." Yeah,
that shit was
it was a
funny.
long time though. It was worth it. Worth every moment.
So, how has it been since Marilyn's been born? How's your journey as a father, as a dad? Because you're a girl dad,
Yeah.
right?
It's it's been especially with the girls. Like when you're looking at it with the girls and as a dad, it's been good. Like, and that's why I always hear from people. Like, it's like as a dad in the first couple of years, like it's lit because you're all your girls just love you because you're dad, and they always just want to be on under you, and you're just watching girls do girl things, and they're always so pretty, so beautiful, and it's been really really cool to watch, my girls, and then of course me trying to teach them, show them how to be like a lady, and like you know that you don't need a dude. I'm already teaching them that you don't need a man to tell you what you're worth and stuff like that. I'm already trying to show and like grow young women that are going to be, really good for the world later on. And it's just cool, man. It's cool, man. It's different. I don't have boys, so it's a lot of pink going around in here. Everything's really cute, really cute, like everything cute. But I think what's really cool though, I do have. There are some traits of me in them, even though the girls and stuff like that. There's still a trait of a black father, a guy in there somewhere, like Callie. Wear her shoes and shit like that she likes to wear. Uh,
Yeah.
Callie, certain clothes. She likes wearing hoodies like I do. Virginia's into that now too, by the way. She's starting to get more into that. She likes the shoes too. Like she's been wearing the is it the 12s?
It has to be the 12s. The flu
Gotta be
games,
the
Black and
12s.
Red ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
gotta be the
12s.
12s.
Yeah,
She's been
it's flu
wearing
games.
those. She loves them. She's been waiting to wear the fives, but her feet just not big enough yet. But she loves them. Like they're into the stuff like that. And just seeing how, you know, yeah, I don't. It's not like really manly boyish stuff going on in here. I got a lot of teddy bears and pink stuff. As you can see, the colorway for the day.
Yeah. Whole lot
But
of estrogen. Whole lot of
a lot of
estrogen.
estrogen going on in here. But it's been cool. It's been a lot better than what I thought it would be. Like, when I had a kid, I really thought I was only gonna have boys. But now looking back on it and how I'm dealing with it and how the girls are reacting, and it's been really fun. Like I enjoy it. And I'm enjoying that right now because I know like
When
10
they get
fucking
older.
years, it is
Yep.
not gonna be like this. It is gonna be tough, and I know it is. I understand
Shit.
it. I'm preparing myself mentally. What I'm saying, for some little boy to be like, "Oh, I like your daughter." I don't like that. I don't like when little boys say that already. So I'm trying to get my mind wrapped right now for that lifestyle eventually. And I'm trying to just be a better father now because, like I told you before, like Maria's dad. I'm not that guy. Be that accepting. There's no way in hell. I'm
I mean,
sorry. I'm
shit.
not that
You had
guy.
a problem. You had a problem with Malachi and Maryland
I
hugging,
did. I,
and
I
mind you,
still
they put
do.
like what, like three?
I still do. That has not changed. I have a
Ain't nothing
problem
wrong with
with
having
any
bro.
little boy around my girls. Any of
But
them.
you
It don't
know,
matter
but
who
you
they
know,
are.
but you know, Malachi is a
It don't.
sweetheart.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't. It don't.
Malachi ain't trying to do no shit.
I don't know that yet. His mind gonna change. What happened to you
Yeah,
in your
it's gonna.
Jordan year? Remember that?
Oh, that no, no, no. That's different. That's different. That's
I don't.
different.
I don't want him around my
That's
daughter during
different.
that time either.
That's
You know what I'm saying? You and Myra and Maria could be like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be so cute because our families could be together." I'll be like, "No, fuck him, fuck Matt, fuck Myra." I don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? If this was the other way around and I had a son, maybe I'll be cool with it, but I ain't gonna be cool with it.
I mean,
But
it's a little different. Yeah, it's a little different for me
it's
because I
different.
have, yeah, I have two boys. So it's like they're into their own shit,
Yeah.
but they're into a lot of my shit. So like every Wednesday we watch wrestling. So we watch the wrestling. They have the wrestling toys. They're into the Spider like Malik, half dinosaur. He
Yeah.
literally sit. It's crazy. Malachi will not like for a long time would not sit down and watch the Jurassic Park movies,
Mm.
right? Because he's like, oh, they're eating people. La, 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 la. Malik loves that shit. He's like, oh, we ate the
He
he
said,
ate the
"Yeah,
people
nah,
real quick with it.
we
So
can't
it's
watch
like,
that here, dog."
nah, they all into that shit. Like it's cool. Like I give them a lot of the shit that I grew up with. I give it to them because they're boys. One thing like my first couple of years being a dad, I had to learn like because you know how they say like you when you were a little probably teenager, oh I'm not gonna end up like my parents when I have kids. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. I was big advocate. I was foot in my motherfucking mouth.
Yep.
Okay, because it comes out. Not gonna lie. But I have to like stop myself for it to come out, or like I catch myself when it comes out. I'm like, oh shit, like, I'm sorry. Like I'm real quick, like oh, my bad. My fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Shit like that. But yeah, besides that, like it's cool being a boy dad, and I could sit down with them and I could play Pokemon and they could play with me because they're into it. They're like, oh, like watch the old school shit with them because they love it. Watch wrestling with them. They love that shit.
Nope.
Buy the wrestling figures with them. Play fight with them. But sometimes they be getting too out of hand. But the only thing that like it's annoying, but I understand it. I get it, because I was that way. Is they just big ass mama boys. Everything is I want mommy. I want mommy. I need
Yeah.
mommy. I want mom. I'm like, fine, go ahead, go with your mom. Bounce.
They're
Bye.
boys. That's what they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
I was
Because
that
I
way.
know, yeah, because I know when they get older, they're gonna be like, oh, I want to be with
I
dad.
mean, my girls are
You know, with
daddy's
that.
girls right now. I mean, they're all about it. The only problem is, man, they just like their mom. Oh my God. Like, bro, if somebody would have told me that I was just gonna have three mini versions of my wife, I don't know if I would have had this many. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, they so much like her. They do everything like her. They like the same stuff. They're all into cats. I hate cats, and they're all into cats. They're all into this cute, soft, soft spoken, sweet thing. But they all got the attitude. They all got that Latina deep attitude that's just there for no reason at all. Like, why are you so mean? For no reason. Like, I ain't do nothing. Your sister ain't do nothing. Why y'all so mean? Virginia. Virginia.
She's the
Maryland
youngest one.
Maryland got attitude like me. And she tries her best to be very nice and sweet to anybody, but if somebody does make her very upset, she will shut down. She will shut down and not want to say a word. I do the same thing. I get that. Callie, a little soft, she a little delicate, a little flower. You know what I'm saying? That's my little Maria. I got to treat her real soft. Got to pick her up and hold her real dainty like. Virginia. I don't know where the fuck this attitude came from. That's that deep attitude that Maria has. That Marine Corps attitude that Maria has that usually don't come out too often no more. You know what I'm saying? She out now. She different. You know what I'm saying? We a little bit more relaxed now that we out of the military.
All right.
But Virginia got it. And she will snap. She will scream. She will yell at you. Virginia will tell me no. And I'm like, where you know that from? Who told you no anywhere? Like, don't tell me no. And then she'll look at me like,
Who fuck is you?
like, who you think you talking to? And then I gotta look at her like, who you think you talking to? What you think this is? We will fight in here. I don't care. But Virginia, man, Virginia just has deep attitude, bro. But the only problem with Virginia, she's so pretty, you gotta let it ride. All my kids are like that. Everybody always says it. Oh my God, your girls are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. They're so sweet. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. And that's how they get over on you. That's how they get
Yep.
over on you because they
Mm-hmm.
look like that. And you want to give them all the love and all the holding and all the spoiling. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Don't get me wrong. I don't want my kids to be ugly. But at the same time, if they was ugly, you wouldn't want to treat them this way.
Yeah, that's a
You know what
fact.
I
That's a
mean? My
fact.
kids are they're so cute and you want to treat them that way and you want to just love them and stuff like that. And that's a scary thing when you a dad with girls, bro. When everybody tells you your kids are beautiful, that is scary. You know what I'm saying? Like when I walk through church and I have to stop every person because they want to tell me how beautiful my kids are or how beautiful their hair is. You ain't got to tell me that. I know it. I've been doing it all this morning. I've been braiding hair all morning. It's annoying. You can have it if you want it. This hair is terrible. But it's just something that I just know when you have girls, that's just how it is. I totally get that. You know what I'm saying? I got some of these mixed breed, beautiful black and Hispanic kids. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful mix. And that's hard to get over when people look at it. And it's hard. People just always want to talk to them, touch their hair. Like Jesus,
Yeah.
stop touching my kids. And it's just been so. It's been fun right now because the
All the
daddy's girls and I love my girls. I I wouldn't ask it any different. to not have these girls. I don't know what I would be if I didn't have the girls that I have. But I know in about 10 years it ain't gonna be this way.
Oh yeah, the calm before the storm.
I know
That's
in
what's
about 10
called.
years it's gonna be tough and they're not gonna like me because I'm gonna be strict. I'm gonna be just that guy, like not letting them do stuff and stuff like that. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust no little boy. I don't. It just sucks. It's gonna suck for them. It really is. It really is. High school's gonna suck. Oh, Dad, I want to go on a date. Go on a date with who? Who? Who's this man? Who's this kid? I want to meet him. I want to see him. Let me meet him. Bring him in the house. Let's hang out. And I'm gonna be that dude. I'm gonna be that dude. All up on their stuff, watching them. You know, when you see the TV shows or like the dad's like in the movie theater with them and they didn't know, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be there. Not even with my wife, just by myself, just
Lurking in the
twizzling some shit.
shadows. Stupid.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough, man. Like sometimes I'm like, damn, what would it be if I had a boy? But at this point, dude, I wouldn't want it no other way. I can't change it. I don't want another one. I don't want another one. I don't want to risk it and mess it all up and have a boy. What the hell am I gonna do with a boy? What am I gonna do with one? All this pink shit in my house. What am I supposed to do with him?
Bro, freaking, it's mad funny because you and Myra are complete opposites. So you're in a house filled with estrogen. She in a house filled with testosterone.
Yeah, man.
Because
I know for her it's tough, bro.
No, I mean, honestly,
no, it's tough.
No, I know it's probably tough for her. She wants a girl so bad.
Yeah, bro, it's tough. Yeah.
She be going to the stores looking at all these cute little dresses, and she's like, "Oh, I could do like I don't know, bro. Like
it's not." I do the same thing. I walk past the boys section and stuff, be looking at the stuff, little suit, little tuxedo and shit. Nah, I can't get down like that.
Yeah. But I tried twice. I mean, I didn't try the first time. I tried the second time. Didn't happen.
I tried twice.
Yeah.
No, I tried once. I'll say Cali. I tried. Virginia, I didn't try. I didn't care. Whatever came out, I was down. As long as it wasn't twins, I did not care.
Shit, fucking.
I could be like my in-laws right now and have twins.
Yeah, fuck all that. But having the boys is cool. Like I honestly like thinking back, like would it be cool to have a girl? My mom tells me, it's like, oh yeah, you need a girl because you don't get the attention from the boys like that. No,
you'll get it with a girl for sure.
No, I understand that, but then I'm thinking back, I'm like, fuck all that. I'm good.
Oh, you be so soft, bro. Good. Oh my god, you turn so soft. You would turn so soft. Like look at Lewis. He's so soft when he got his girl in his hand. Like I mean, you never knew me before I had a girl. So like, but if you talk to my boys before that, even my dad says it. He was like, "Oh man, you completely changed. You soft." I'm like, "I know I'm soft. I have to be soft."
See, not me. Nah, I'm strict as hell.
Nah, you can be like that with boys.
I'm the bad guy in the house. I'm always telling them no. And Myra's like, "Why are you always telling them no?"
That's what I'm supposed to do.
No. Okay, nope. I ain't getting that. Nope. Like, hey, we're not finna go in this Walmart and you think you're getting a toy. Nope. Or it's mad funny. I tell Myra, she takes him to Dollar Tree. You ain't getting them the motherfucking toy at Dollar Tree. Don't be getting them shit. No. And she'll still get that shit for them. Because it's like, I was hearing it, I heard this one time, is like when a girl is pregnant, and if she ends up having a girl, it's because she needs to like grow as a woman. Like having a girl is gonna help her grow into a better woman. Having a boy is basically like the boy's gonna give you the love that you never got. If you think about it like that, because shit, like you said it, your girls are all attached to you. Granted, they want their mom, but it's I need that. I need that.
It's a different love.
Yeah, it's a different love. I know they love me. You know what I'm saying? I know they want me around. I know. But yeah. It'd be funny. Like they'll be chilling with their mom and they'll look at me like, "Fuck you doing here? Get out." I'm like,
"What you doing here?"
No, dead ass. Like it'll be funny. I'll be cuddled up with Myra. I'll hug her, and Malachi would force his way in the middle to separate us. Because they're jealous. They get jealous when I kiss Myra and shit like that. They get jealous. They're like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Nah, the girls do that with Maria.
And I'm like, "Bro,
a hug. They're gonna come to try to get in to give me a hug too."
Yeah. So they're like, well, that's not
It is
fair.
what it
What?
is, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm cool with my boys.
Oh
They're
yeah.
not. Yeah, Yeah, fuck that girl shit. I don't want a girl. I'm sorry. Thought I
I
did,
don't want a
but I
boy,
kind of
bro.
don't.
I'm good. I I had my one chance when I first
It's a
had
little late in the game.
Maryland. After that, I'm good. I can't go back now. I can't go back. Can't go back, bro. It's too much pink in here. I can't go back. I ain't got no hand me downs now. If I have a boy, think about
I
all the
I
hand me
I, I
downs I've been going through right now.
I got you.
I know you got me, but I ain't got it here. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody nothing but a package. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Nah, bro. I think I'm cool now. It's fun. I like it, but mm-mm, mm-mm. We good. I'm chilling now. 30. I got time for this no more. So,
Shit. So what I think we're gonna consistently do now before we wrap it up, we're gonna end it off with a random topic for each episode. So if the listeners, if you want to hear a topic or you have a suggestion for a random topic for the episode, by all means, throw it at us. Fuck it, we'll talk about it.
yeah.
You want to talk about like what you put on first. You fucking put on your socks first, or do you put on your pants? Like if that's what you want to hear.
We'll
Fuck,
talk
we'll
about
talk about it. We'll talk about it. But uh this episode, we're gonna talk about how the American, what is it? The American Academy of Pediatrics, they're stating now that kids with head lice shouldn't be sent home from school. What is your take on that? Knowing that you have one that's going to school with luscious, beautiful long hair, right? And then you have two other ones that are going to get ready pretty soon
bro.
going to
I would
school.
lose my mind. I would absolutely lose my mind if I would have to cut my girl's hair because they let some kid in there with lice. That is insane. That's an infestation. That don't make any sense. It
Yeah.
doesn't. That's literally an infestation.
It just came out today. It literally just came out like yesterday that yeah, in October 2022, Pediatric Journals is an update of previous recommendations shared in 2015. So they're basically saying that since it doesn't have, like, it's not poor hygiene and it doesn't make anybody sick, in a sense that they should be allowed to go to school with head lice.
Boy, boy, I'll
I'm
find
letting
them dirty
listen,
parents.
listen. I'm letting people know now. If my kid come home with lice, I'm fucking raising hell at that school, because you know what? This is coming from a dad that had to cut his son's hair because he had fucking lice. And what's crazy is the CDC knew about it and
Yep.
didn't say shit. And mind you, this was what, 2017? Because Malachi, I promise you, Malachi, he had beautiful, luscious ass hair. He looked like baby G's, like straight Fonzie type of shit. Because it was nice, man. Like it was beautiful. I cried when I had to cut his hair because I was like dead set on not cutting it. It was
Yeah.
funny because Myra and her mom were like, cut his hair. We need to cut his hair. And I was like, no, it's not
I
cutting. We're
remember.
not cutting his
I
fucking
remember
hair.
everybody was like,
It's
"Well, we
not
gonna cut that
fucking
boy
happening.
hair."
We're not doing it. I'm not doing it. Fuck that. Because my youngest brother, Mason, when he was a baby, he had similar hair. And then my mom cut it because she was tired of fucking maintaining it. That shit pissed my dad off because she did that without my dad being present. So I was like, nah, like I'm not doing that. Like I'm gonna let Malachi decide when he's old enough if he wants to cut his hair or not. Let that be his decision. Because the last thing I want is when he gets a little bit older and he sees the pictures and he's like, why didn't you let me keep my hair? You know what I'm saying? So, because I was gonna braid it and everything, I was gonna look nice, you know. And then lo and behold, we're in Connecticut. Freaking her mom is playing with his hair and then sees fucking lice. And I was like, no. And we tried to treat it, but his hair is
Yeah.
too fucking thick. So we had to clip it off. I was so pissed.
Nah, bro,
And
that's some
honestly, I
next
feel
level
like,
stuff, bro.
if you're sending your kid to school with lice, you're irresponsible as fuck. Because honestly, like, my kids could have a cough, you
Yeah.
know? And I'm letting the teacher know, like, listen, he has a cough. It's nothing contagious. I already checked him. Went to the doctor. He's good. We're just letting you know he has a cough. Oh, like when COVID shit was popping
Yeah.
off, freaking I I had COVID and fucking um Malachi was still able to go to school because he didn't have any symptoms.
Yeah,
But I was like, nah, he's not gonna go to school. I let his teacher know. I'm like, he's not gonna go to school because I have COVID and I don't want to
yeah, because he
spread
can
that shit.
carry it.
And
He can take it
it's not
right
fair to
there.
the yeah, it's not fair to the other kids. Like that's fucked up. But
Yeah.
like the fact that the fucking like American
Nah,
Academy of Pediatrics is like,
if
oh no, go ahead.
people, you can't send your kid to school with lice. Come on, man. Like, oh my God. Oh man, I have a heart attack if I had to cut Marilyn's hair because somebody else. Like Maryland's hair, no way, bro. There's no way. Like, and at this point, I'm letting it grow because I had the same thing. I'm gonna let Marilyn decide what she wants to do with her hair. Don't get me wrong. If she try to cut it, I'm gonna try to fight it as much as I possibly can. But
Hey, if she
like
wanna cut, let her
right now
cut
we're
it,
gonna trim
bro.
it. But
Yeah,
when she gets older, in her teens, she's like, "Oh, I want to cut it." I'm like, I might, I'll let her try, I'll let her cut it. But I don't want to do it because I have to do it. I'll do it because she would want to do it.
yeah.
I mean, hopefully she never says she wants to cut it because that hair right there, boy, like women will kill for that. What Marilyn got on her head, people will kill
Yo,
for that.
I'm just saying, if she does decide to cut her hair, you should make some bundles.
I gotta sell it. So
Yeah, bro.
the other two I don't have to worry about because I don't think their hair is getting cut. But Marilyn's hair is gonna have to get cut one day. But we're probably gonna trim it this year sometime. Trim it
Yeah,
down.
enough. Yeah, fuck all that, bro.
No, we have to.
All right.
It's past her butt. We have to trim it.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. It's pretty much it's literally mine and Maria's hair. Mine being as thick, but Maria's length. It's
Yeah.
not good. Like, it's not easy to maintain at all. It is hard. I'm using like half a bottle of shampoo to clean it. It is insane.
Jesus.
It is insane, bro. But yeah, no, that's nah, bro. I'll be so sad. I'll cry. That hopefully it
I
never
mean,
happens.
it was bugged out because the minute I cut his hair, it has not grown the same
Yeah,
way.
it never
And
will.
it's sad. It's sad as fuck. Like,
Never will.
because the thing is, I'll let it grow out, and it's like he just has a helmet on his head. Like, it's just more hair just comes up, and it's like looks like a fucking helmet. Because I've tried it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't.
I mean, my hair is like that too. Because I used to have long hair before I joined the military, but after cutting it like that for all those years, it just doesn't grow like that no more. Like my
Yeah,
sides and back, it just isn't growing.
yeah,
The top does, but that's it. It just goes doop. That's all
yeah.
it
No,
does.
my hair grows the same way before I joined. Like, it grows up the same way. Like, because the thing is, my hair doesn't come down; it just stays up like a fro, and it's just curly as fuck. It just
Yeah.
looks crazy as hell if I don't put anything in it. If I don't put any product, if I don't try to maintain it, it looks nasty. But
Yeah.
yeah, with
That's the same way. That was the exact same one. It is what
yeah,
it
but
is.
freaking for my league, like I had to cut his hair. Like I had to give him a fade because he just has a weird shaped head. He has a big ass head. I'm just
Like,
saying
yo, yo,
he's a big headed kid,
why we
bro.
gotta
Like,
bring the shape of his head back in here, dog?
but no, like, he had a big head,
He got a
and the
big
thing
head.
is though,
He
what
do got a big
no,
head.
yeah, what was crazy is that he started pulling his
Yeah,
hair
that's
from the
right,
side
right?
and
Yeah, he
left
said
bald spots.
he's
Yeah,
pulling it out. Yeah.
yeah, and his hair was thin as hell, and it was like I shit you not, he came out looking like a fucking accountant. He looked like he was about to do my taxes, like with his hair, the part inside with the
Oh
hair.
man.
I'm like, yo, this motherfucker about to do some taxes and shit. Like
But
for
he
real,
got a
he had
good
that type
credit
of
score.
haircut. Yeah, facts. But yeah, nah, I ain't down with that bullshit.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
nah, bro.
no, I'm not
They
with
gotta
that.
revise that.
Yeah, they do, cause that is dangerous.
That's ridiculous.
Cause shit, imagine she come home with it and then you got lice. Maria got
Hell
lice.
no. Hell no, boy. Oh
You over here
my.
like, what the fuck?
Mm-mm. Hell no. Then I gotta cut my shit. Nah, bro. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get dreads, bro. I can't do that. Come on, bro. I'm just starting to get to the length where I might be able to dread mine up, bro. I can't do that. It'd be so sad. I cry. I would cry for sure.
yeah. Well, this is the end of today's episode of Trophy Husband Podcast. You
Yes,
can
sir.
let
Yes,
them know.
sir. No, I think so. Same thing. I just want to say thank you for the support. Reaching out, watching the vids, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and, like I said,
Yeah,
comment anything that you want us to do or say or talk about. We can be able to look into it, see what
yeah,
we can do.
appreciate the support. Yeah, keep
Yeah,
watching,
man.
man. Like, subscribe,
We
comment,
really appreciate it,
most
you
dev.
know.
Tell a
Uh
friend so the friend could tell another friend. Just trying to
we're
just
gonna
trying to
keep
spread the
doing it.
word, that we out here
Yeah, man. We're
doing
just
this
gonna
shit.
keep doing it, man. We're enjoying it. We're having a good time. I think it's really cool to
I
give us
think what
some
ne-
type of outlet for
what
this. I think it's pretty chill. And
I think what next episode number 5, right?
yeah.
Well, I think we should have like a guest. You know,
Yeah, no, yeah. I
yeah.
think we're gonna try to do that. Especially yeah, going in October, we said we are gonna try to have a guest. And then we got a
And we
couple good
and we
things in
are
October.
yeah, we cooking something up in October.
We got a pretty
Real
good
something
one.
good.
We got some good things coming up in October. I know we got a Halloween thing coming up for October. And then we got another surprise for y'all guys coming up in October too. And then as holiday starts getting closer, you know, we'll start making things directly for that holiday individually. And then yeah, man, we just gonna keep coming up with more stuff for you guys. Like I said, we're just having a good time. We appreciate the feedback that we are getting from people. And then yeah, man, just keep liking, sharing, and subscribing, comment. And
I mean, shit.
yeah,
I made it very. I mean, yeah, we made it very easy for you guys to like get all of our shit all in one spot with the link
yeah,
tree. It's
the link
attached
tree's
to
up
our.
there.
It's on Instagram. If we we're gonna probably put it up on our Facebook and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
TikTok, so that way, if you're following us on one of those platforms, you could just boom, real easy, successful to find the channel on YouTube
Yep.
and for Spotify and Apple
Yep.
Podcast,
It's
wherever
on,
you get your
yeah, it's on
podcasts.
Spotify, Apple Podcast now too.
It's on
We're
Audible
getting that
too on
down.
Amazon. It's on Audible as well.
So
Yeah,
now we're getting it down packed. Like I said, man, we told y'all the first time. The more we do, we're just gonna keep getting better at it, and we
I
are
mean,
trying our best.
shit.
And
I mean,
yeah,
what do you think about this idea? I think once we hit a certain amount of followers, we should do a giveaway.
I definitely think we should do that. I think we're pretty
Yeah,
cool.
we should do that. I mean, hey, if you listen to this episode, hey, we're gonna chop it up, talk about. We're probably gonna put it up on the social medias.
No,
Hey, help us get to a certain amount of followers. We're gonna do a giveaway, and shoot, fucking you tag somebody in it. We'll put entries for you.
no, I think it'll be pretty sick, man, for sure. But other than that, man, I think be ready for it. This still drop the same day, even though we recording late, but it'll still drop every week. And just be on the lookout. We really appreciate it. Can't thank you guys enough. And but nah, man, I think it should be it.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah,
All
we're
right,
good.
y'all be
All right,
easy out there, boy.
good. Yeah.